See it from here.
Yeah, I wonder because it's kind of like frozen for a bit.
Yeah. A spider came out from underneath my arm today.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was sat on this chair in my shed having a cigarette, and I just sit down, and then along the side of me is this massive spider, and I'm like, run.
Yeah, I'm not good with spiders. Like I know they're harmless. Or the ones here at least are harmless. Like, the ones in the local area are harmless.
Well,
but
not if you get like a false widow.
yeah, true.
They can be quite.
Yeah.
They bite. Yeah, a false widow. It's going to have a pattern on the back of his bum. Well, that might be a false widow then.
I always save spiders. I put a glass over and put some paper up like that.
Oh no.
Take them outside.
I do not want to share a room with a spider.
Mm-hmm.
Massive, isn't it?
Well, it's not a big spider in like total body, but like its bum is massive. Well, it's eating.
I think I can see it.
So it's doing something helpful. Yeah, exactly. Flies should be dead. We shouldn't shame it too much.
Yeah. Did they help with flies?
Yeah. Pest control.
Mm-hmm.
We should name it. What should we name it?
Spider. Death.
I just named it Colin, but you know.
No, because the cat's Colin from the stream. You can't call a spider Colin.
Oh, but is there a cat here as well?
There's a paper mache cat model.
Yeah,
Oh, that cat.
it's actually so crazy. Like, it's got such a cute, realistic.
Is that Augusta? Is it that? Yeah, that's cute. I like Augusta.
It's grown on me.
She's one of my favourites. Her family are all lovely. Right, cool. So we've got posters up.
Yeah.
What's next?
Clean.
Daisy, you can move that poster when you're on paint later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What's my painting?
I want to paint that.
What
Oh, I
time?
don't know.
Not in the backdrop, do you?
What type?
Time.
Daisy's
Don't
doing
know.
some painting.
Just whenever.
Don't put any
Very
posters on
creative.
there.
Juices of flame.
Well, to keep myself alive, probably.
Especially not the stop sign.
I'll put that one there. That's the only exception. It's
That
just-
one's allowed.
Put that underneath
Out
it, to be
shot.
fair.
Can I put them over there?
You can.
Things coming out shot.
How did you get over there?
Very,
Oh, it's the two here.
You can do it any better.
You have to watch that back. It's not good. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
Don't put on there now.
You could just wait.
Just on there.
Yeah. I'll just.
Wait until like Tuesday.
I'm gonna put one
Oh,
here.
look, it's staying. I remember that.
Okay, some posters. Some posters are good. Oh, you can put it right next to this one if you like.
I'm not good at drawing myself for like artistic wise, but like the artistic stuff I do is like that could be considered artistic, I guess. Is like I like writing and I like building miniatures as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, I know like spending drawing a single piece of art can take an entire day, and I've had times where I spent like 10 hours straight building miniatures. So
Do you like stuff like Warhammer 40k then? That sort of thing.
there was mostly Warhammer miniatures actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mostly Warhammer ones that I built.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and like some of those took me like 10 hours, like straight. So yeah, even building miniatures can take as long as drawing sometimes.
Do you two like anime? Like Akira, Ghost in the Shell?
I used to watch anime a lot when I was younger. But
Yeah, look, I've got.
but like I'm still following it though.
Spirited Away.
Yeah, I've got Spirited Way.
yeah.
Got the Dust Mites.
Porco Rosso, My Neighbour
Got
Totoro.
Hand. I've
There's some
got
really good ones there.
this one, these ones, and then House Moving Castle,
I was going to get
Fireflies.
I'm thinking of getting some tattoos. One there, one there. You know Futura I was telling you about, the Futura 2000, the graffiti artist?
Yes.
Let's see if I can...
I don't watch anime too much nowadays because
These ones at least.
Oh, cool.
No, that's no way. These guys are living on there. That's the artist, Futura 2000. He does these kind of like atomic logos.
I actually have 2000 tattooed on me because it's when I was born.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. There's another one there. That's him painting it. See, canvases he paints.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's the sort of thing I want to get. I've never had any tattoos, so it's going to be the first two tattoos.
I still do follow anime though. I follow anime like vaguely. I follow anime news mostly. I follow it vaguely. Like I'm on top of like what's releasing and stuff. I don't know names too much, but like I know like I like checking out character designs mostly. Like I don't like spending my time to watch an anime from start to finish. I'd rather spend my free time doing other stuff. There's like not too much free time anymore. I need to spend my free time wisely.
Yeah.
But like, I have other things I would like to do more than watching anime, so that's where my free time goes.
I get that.
But I still I like to like check many anime out just to see what character
some
designs
good-
they're doing.
There's some good ones. There's Evangelion's a good one as well, isn't it?
Evangelion is like very old now. Yeah, Evangelion is a very good one.
When I started watching the early ones, there was stuff like Dominion Tank Police, 3x3 Eyes, Akira, Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah,
those
so
sort of-
I quite like the anime art style, the Japanese art style. So like, I still look at like the characters of new anime. Even if I don't watch the anime, there's a lot I like looking at the characters just to see how they look like.
How do you feel about the anime, like the OG animes turning into live action?
Oh, like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
I much prefer the original OG one
Yeah.
rather than the live action one.
Yeah, I feel like almost nothing that's animated that becomes live action turns out good. Nearly nothing.
I mean, Disney's trying to do that at the minute.
I haven't seen any of them, but I doubt they'll be good. But I haven't seen any of them.
You know, like there's so much controversy of it. It's like, you know, I don't know whether or not it is a success or not, because like the cartoons are so, like even the ones with the line work, they're thinking about bringing that back, by the way, where it's completely hand drawn animation into Disney. So that's exciting.
Have you seen an animated film called A Scanner Darkly? No. Based on a Philip K. Dick book. So it's kind of like, it's shot with real cameras and everything, with real live action actors and actresses. And then it's run through an emulator, kind of like gives it a rotoscope sort of feel to it.
What's a rotoscope?
Rotoscope, it's like an animated version of an original camera animation, something being filmed. Yeah, I mean, computer games are... Do you remember Prince of Persia?
Oh, I love
Yes.
Prince of Persia, stuff like that. Flashback, Another World. That's sort of rotoscoped animation. The way it's kind of taken from original people, like running along and run through a computer. But yeah, that's what a Scanner Darkly is like.
So like there's a trend with stuff that becomes live action being quite bad. Whereas video game movies are like the biggest example of this. Like video game movies are historically terrible.
Mario,
was
and
that?
also Street Fighter 2.
Like,
I watched Borderlands.
Oh, I love the game.
Yeah, everyone says I love the game, but what's going on here?
Oh, look at that.
that's us. We're seeing us now.
Oh, yeah. Live action.
I watched it and I really like the ending. I like how she was the Phoenix and everything like that, and the savior.
I don't play
and
Borderlands,
everything
but
like that.
I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
That's Claptrap's in it, isn't it? Claptrap. In Borderlands. That character.
Yes. Yeah. The robot thing.
Robot,
Yeah, I love it. It's played by Jack Black.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's great. Yeah. Have you seen him in Be Kind Rewind? With Mos Def, the rapper Mos Def.
No.
It's a really good film. They work in a video store, and Jack Black goes and gets kind of like electrocuted at this electric station, comes back into the video store, and he's got magnetized, so he deletes all the videos unknowingly, and they try and sell video to someone. They come in and go, sorry, it's blank. He puts it in the key net. He tries, Mos Def tries all the other videos, all completely blank, and then they have this idea, this harebrained idea, make their own films using a video camera. And people like buying 2001 Ghostbusters, and they have like really low budget handheld video camera style films. And yeah, it's just really crazy.
Like turning video games into movies or shows used to be terrible. Like in the 2020s, they have gotten better with it, and it started with Sonic. The three Sonic
haven't
movies
watched that.
are really good.
Really?
Yeah, like they I mean, they're good by video game standards anyway.
Well, I mean, they were gonna get it really wrong. Do you remember
yes,
when they
yes,
released?
they were. Oh yes,
the
there was a
image?
terrible first design
The
for the Sonic
first
movie,
one.
and then the fans complained so much that they changed it. Thankfully,
They did the same thing with Stitch. They were gonna make Stitch this like koala-looking thing.
the live action Stitch.
Yeah, but
yeah.
no, Stitch needs to look like Stitch.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just keep it the same.
I mean, if they went with the old Sonic design, it would have been like a total laugh drop of film. It would have been a fiasco if they went with the old Sonic, because that was horror. Like, that design was horror, the original Sonic design. But they changed it, luckily. And now the 3 movies are just extremely well liked for video game movies. Like, people are really looking forward to every new Sonic movie that comes out. Like, it was a huge success. And the Mario movie came not long after as well. And then that was quite liked also. Now the second one of that is also on the way.
Yeah, I've seen that one advertised.
It's a new Supergirl film.
Yeah.
I saw that on trailer.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it does look good.
What?
Supergirl?
Supergirl.
Yeah.
You guys, you've got 2 minutes to.
Vacate the area.
No, I think finish with something. If you're waking up today and you're feeling blue, so hopefully people are asleep by now, but in like 3 or 4 hours, and you wake up feeling blue, what message have you got to anyone on Blue Monday today that's going to make them not feel blue? And give you a problem.
Okay.
Well, I'll try and figure out how to get Roland on.
I love this saying, and it says it's basically, it's like this person looking in the mirror going, "You only live once," and then the person in the mirror looking back at them going, "No, you live every day. You only die once." And I think that's always been, like, people say it all the time, like, you only live once and everything like that. And I think it kind of minimises, you know, the love of life and everything. And yeah, that's what I want to share for people for Blue Monday.
The context of that quote that I know is actually to enhance the meaning of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because like, you know, they say that they say that, so, you know, don't waste your days is what the context of, you know, you live only once is for the most part. I mean it's also used to like justify doing risky stuff as well, though.
Yeah.
They use it to justify we're doing risky things.
I know, but saying you only
Like, you know, like
live
you try to be reckless since you only live. I was like, that's not a good message for the
Yeah.
most part. Like advocating for reckless things is not a very good message, but like the context of you live only once is it varies, I guess.
What would you share?
Not sure. Hopefully you're going to wake up and take life by the scruff of the neck and take it on and just be the best you can be today, really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Live for you.
Yeah. I mean, like what I can say is like we all have tough days.
Yeah.
Like we all have tough days, and we just need to put our faith in knowing that it's going to get better. Like we need to remember we're not alone, even if we totally feel alone in the context of the Citizen Hub. It's always open.
Yeah.
You know, you're never totally alone when you have a space like this nearby or in your local area. And you might be having a terrible day or terrible weeks or terrible months even, but you just have to keep hoping that it's going to get better. Because if the moment you stop hoping is when it's all over anyway.
Yeah.
You have to keep hoping that it's going to get better so that it can get better. But once you lose your drive and once you lose your hope, and that's when you're going to start becoming complacent anyway.
Yeah.
You need to keep having hope, in no matter how dire of a situation that you're in, because hope is what's going to make it better in the end.
It says, "Are you talking? Your mic is off."
Oh yeah, no, it needs to be muted until he arrives.
Hey!
Okay, well, a round of applause to these guys. What? I will admit.
Yep, it's running.
I'm gonna admit him in. Can you move the picture
Yes.
from the thing? Let's see Roland's face on the screen.
Should we move? Should we move from here?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, if you want to. You stay there if you want. It's you.
Need some space
See,
though.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get up for now then.
No, I don't think so. So here's the test, guys. Thanks for that one, by the way. Great stint. Great stint. You guys smashed that. And the beauty is, what Anastasia?
Do I sit this side instead?
Is doing is she's downloading each individual stream and then turn them into clips throughout the day. So when
Can I have one of me and Sophie running around in a circle?
See if this works. So, right, everyone be quiet. The test is here. This is either going to work or it's not going to work. And I'm about to find out.
Oh, wait, I'm going to set that aside.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, here he comes. Yes.
Roland!
Hello.
People.
Oh, Alex is going
How
to
are
try
you?
and figure out.
Bear with us.
He's there. We can see you,
Can you hear me?
but we can't hear you.
yet.
But that might be an Alex thing.
So I'll sing a song.
So does this mean if the back of me to the camera, does that mean that's what Roland's looking at, the back of me?
Hold on, Roland. You look lovely. You're glowing. You've got the Spanish glow.
Yeah.
Roland, say something.
Talk to
Hello?
us.
Hello?
Yes!
Hello?
We can
Hello?
hear you. We can hear you.
You can hear me? Well, there's the town of Castell.
Oh, gorgeous.
So is
there.
that what we on there? Is that what Roland can see? The back
Yes.
of me, because that's just rude.
I think I've lost my camera. Hold on. Here we go.
We just got your little selfie in a circle in the middle.
Where's
What
your
have we
real
got here?
face back? We need your real face.
What's happened to my camera?
Oh, so it's come up on there.
Oh, there we are.
Hold
Glad
on.
it's dark outside, not sunny.
You got me? You got me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Can you hear me?
See if I can get any feedback.
Yeah, go for it.
So if you can have a proper conversation rather than just saying.
How are you?
Yeah, of course, of course. Is it possible to pull the speaker out a bit so we can hear him a bit better?
This is the balance. It's getting loud enough. It doesn't pick up by the mics. Yes.
Right. Roland, you're our first dial in, so we're yeah, you're our guinea pig online.
Do you know what? That's cool. That's cool with me. It's cool with me. How are you, babe?
That's all right. Yeah.
And what a lovely guinea pig you are.
How are you? We've not seen you for ages.
Well, I come out to Spain in mid-December, and I'm still here.
Feels like
So,
forever ago.
It does feel like forever ago.
I'm living the life, you know.
What you been doing?
Oh, I went up to the highest mountain village in Spain, called Treveles, and I saw 2 golden eagles. I went to the only European desert where they filmed the Few Dollars More films, A Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And I saw a short-toed snake eagle. And then I was down at Montreal Port yesterday, and I saw a Benelli's eagle, and I'm not even a bird watcher.
Just ticking off the eagles.
It's been great. I went up to a tower on the coast last
Nice.
night. I drove my truck up this tiny little road. We barely get up there. I had to do a 3-point turn on a switchback lane, and it's just wide enough for my truck. But I got up there, and the view was amazing.
Oh wow.
It sounds lovely.
Sounds well worth the challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Living the dream. And I've been hooked onto this since about 2 a.m. here, which would have been 1 a.m. there. And it's 4:10 now, and I'm loving it. So well done, everybody.
Thanks. It's nice to see your face on it. We thought that it was just going to be us going crazy for the first 5.5 hours, so it's quite nice to have someone else that's not physically here.
Really like that you are not asleep. Thank you.
Why are you awake?
Why am I awake? I'm awake for this.
Really?
Ah,
Is that why you stayed awake?
Well, I went to bed a little bit early, and I got up and I tuned in, and I've been watching, and I love the art guys. And it's getting very excited about me, and then sort of it's like synapse, isn't it? We go in a direction, then another direction comes in, and it's time to somewhere else. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's really good.
no, it's nice. It's fun. We're quite excited. We've got, what is the time? It is 3:10, so
I
we've
was
got
super excited to get such an immediate message back.
21
that
hours
said
to
you were
go.
awake.
Yeah. We've been like texting people and asking everyone, are you awake? Are you awake? And everyone's asleep besides you, and somehow Sarah Stones is awake as well. I don't know if she's still
She's
watching.
just too excited and wants to come in and play and trying to be a grown up and
Yeah.
sleep. It's not working though.
So, no, we're looking forward to it. What are you doing today? What's the plans for your next 23 hours,
Oh.
21 hours?
I've got a friend over from London. I've got a friend who's been staying with me anyway here, and my wife and myself are here. And we've got the dogs, so it'll be a walk on the beach. I'll watch the sunrise. That's my daily routine.
Nice.
And then it's a light breakfast, Mediterranean style, bit of bread, a bit of olive oil and garlic and tomato, and
Sounds delicious.
pretty chilled, And then I've got a bit of work to do. I'm not being lazy whilst I'm out here. I'm trying to set up a parcel delivery drone service, and I'm going around
yeah.
meeting people on that.
How's that going?
Yeah, it's good. A lot of research done, a lot of routes planned, and I've got a meeting on the 2nd of February with a drone company in up near Peterborough in Huntingdonshire.
Oh, nice.
Cunningfield Airport, I think it is, or airfield. But yes, I'm excited about that. I picked up a couple of contracts whilst I'm out here, UK contracts. That's
Nice.
going to keep me busy. Parcel delivery in a city in the UK, a project there, a tech company, bit of road safety stuff. So yeah, it's been a busy few weeks, even though I'm, working remotely in a beautiful place.
Sounds
You're
like
on
a
holiday.
decent balance,
You're
really.
working on holiday.
Yeah.
And I've also had my connection back to the hub because the two young guys that I took to Birmingham to the motor event.
Jack and I can't remember his friend's name. Yeah.
Second Will. Yeah. Well, I've been in touch with Will and connected with Will because Jack went and got himself into a Ernst and Young apprenticeship event,
nice.
which was amazing. And I chatted him through that before he went, and then he contacted me literally just between Christmas and New Year and said they called me back for an interview. So he's on fire, which is amazing.
Shout out Jack. We love Jack.
Yeah, shout out to Jack. And then Lewis Potts does some stuff for you guys. I know he's been doing some social media.
Yeah, he's doing SNI socials.
And I offered him 3 coaching sessions, if you remember, and I've done 2 with him. And I'm going to be coming back in next week, not this week, but next week probably to do the 3rd one with him. And then the Callum, the guy doing the social media for logistics, and I took him off to Hughes Driver Training to go and meet the guys there, and they gave him his online theory test software, and they're going to put him through his test for his driving course. But he volunteers at Newbury Railway. He's doing some professional innovations. He got in spot following contacting me. David Westy, I think it was, said, "Do you know anyone that might be able to help me out with air brake problems?" So I put it to my community. Within 5 minutes, the company said, "Yeah, we'll sort this out with you. Don't worry about it." So he's off and running on that, and so my connection is still strong.
Good.
With my offers.
It's good to hear it. So you're going to come back and see us when you're back next week?
Say what date are you back?
Yeah.
So I arrived back in the UK late on the 24th, early on the 25th. I'm coming into St Neots I'm coming to St Ives to a Huntingdonshire Health and Wellbeing event, Huntingdonshire District Council Health and Wellbeing event in St Ives on the morning of the 29th, and then I'm coming into your place about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm meeting Nick Johnson, former mayor.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he's here later.
He's on with Lewis Vernon, isn't he?
So what date is that? What date is that you're
and that's Friday the 29th, is it? 29th?
Nice,
Friday?
yes. I think so.
So I shall see you then.
Yay, perfect. Perfect. Roland, do you have to shoot off, or can I ask you questions about your hypnotism?
You can ask me anything. I am not a hypnotist, but that is my future ambition.
Yes.
But you can ask me anything, and I'll answer it.
I did not know this.
When did you first find out about hypnotism and what intrigued you about it?
So I first had hypnosis when I was incorrectly diagnosed with Crohn's disease. I don't have Crohn's disease, but I had treatment for Crohn's disease for 4 years. And,
Wow.
and it was misdiagnosed, and I had clinical hypnotherapy to help um, deal with what was basically a spasm in my upper bowel, and that worked massively and changed my life. And I then had hypnotherapy later, just a few years ago, 2022, when I couldn't get through MRI machines, and in COVID, they wanted to put me through an MRI machine, and I practically ripped the machine apart. So hypnotherapy helped me get in MRI machines, and I now sleep in MRI machines. Weird thing, I know, but there you go. And it also got rid of my imposter syndrome that I suffered. I had terrible imposter syndrome. I was successful in my career. I was a high functioning fear-based individual, and now I'm a high-functioning, confident individual.
Yes.
Nice.
So are you going to train to do hypnotherapy yourself?
That's my plan. I'm actually going to an event on the 27th in London called the World Tech Leaders event, and I've been invited to go along. I'm not speaking, but there's a guy there who is a hypnotherapist, and he's going to give all attendees a hypnotherapy session. So
Wow.
I'll give you all the details, and if anybody wants to come down to London, I'll share the details, and maybe it can go on there. Well, I'll put it in the chat, and then anybody that sees the chat will see it.
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
I've always been massively intrigued by hypnotherapy.
I know it's one thing that I'm super skeptical of, but after speaking to Roland,
No, see,
Alex is here.
I would absolutely.
After speaking to you about it, Roland, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. You look crazy. Are you just going to keep going around in circles?
Well, look,
if you couldn't tell, the camera's been
You could
moved.
even do that
So this is our quiet hub.
at the
Are
moment.
you panning?
stay.
That is so
Sure,
clever.
not everybody can hit.
Yes, see, I'd like to give it a go. I've not been sceptical. I've always been open to it, but I've never had the opportunity to actually engage it. I joke and say things like, I wish like hypnotists could stop me eating, like love broccoli and not chocolate or something. Do you know what I mean? But that you and I have talked before about how like the imposter syndrome for me and that type of thing, and confidence. And I do wonder if it can tap into places within you and bring that out to combat, the
So
negative
you go into a hypnotic state twice a day, every day as a minimum. You probably go into a hypnotic state multiple times a day, and it's a trance state. That's all it is. So you go into a trance state immediately before you go to sleep, and you go into a trance state as you wake up. So those are really, really powerful moments for listening to messages, positive messages on a tape or a thing going on a loop before you go to bed and when you wake up. And those positive messages will be going into your trance state, and that's your
Especially when
hypnotic
you're most
state.
receptive to it, isn't it? And that window there, you're supposed to be most receptive to the positive affirmations and things. That's why it's out there to do it at that point of time.
Absolutely. And a hypnotherapist basically triggers that state in a format of either a script or a sound or a message or whatever. There are different types, but so very often a modern phenomena is people driving with sat navs on now, with the voice telling them where to go. You're driving, you're doing the actions, but actually a lot of the time you get to your destination and think, how did I get here? Don't really know. Don't know which way I went. And you're just in a hypnotic state to a degree at that point. So there's varying levels, but I just think it's fascinating. I want to use it to help people. You know that I'm a recovering alcoholic, 28 years sober, and I've got my sober sobriety platform, and I want to help people understand their relationship with alcohol or substance or whatever, food or whatever their behaviour is. And some of the really hardcore challenged individuals that just don't see and just don't connect with the normal therapy methods or coaching methods. I really think hypnotherapy could help break through for some people. So I would really like to do it so I can add that to my portfolio of skills in that realm, really.
Oh well, like when you start your training, I'm right here to be a guinea pig for
We
your
can be
training.
guinea pigs. Do you reckon there's any limits to hypnotherapy?
Ooh, limits.
Any limit to it?
Yeah, because it can't just be magic and fix anything that you can dream of, right? Like, there's got to be some kind of limit to how much it can do.
And so you said everyone being receptive to it or not, and why that
Well,
is.
yeah. So you've got to you've got to want to do it. It's a bit like earlier on somebody was talking about CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy. I've known people, if you get referred by your GP, you normally get 6 sessions, right? I've known people that go and they do 5 sessions and barely say a word, don't do anything, very sort of skeptical about it, and then the 6 sessions just blurt everything out. And then it's too late. They've wasted 5 sessions really, because the therapist can only help you if you're receptive to sharing and receiving. And so it's the same with hypnotherapy and any therapy. You've got to want the thing in the first place, and you've got to be clear what it is you want to then have it changed. So on the limitation side of it, if you don't really know what it is that's troubling you, and you don't really get to it, yes, you recognise what's going on and you can't verbalise it. Maybe another therapy like EMDR that was suggested earlier, intensive movement therapy, IEMT, which I also practice, where you're basically not having to verbalise what's going on, but the therapist can unlock it for you anyway.
And it makes me curious. It makes me think, because it's all about like having an open mind. If you've got an open mind, then you're more receptive to the hypnotherapy, like you are to CBT, right? Do you think that's the same as like with dreams? Because I don't dream, but I know that like everyone has like, there's neurons firing, but I can never remember dreams. It's very, very, very rare that I'll remember a dream.
Sometimes.
But do you think it's quite similar? Like, do you reckon that there's a similarity between like, if you dream loads and you can remember your dreams, your mind's open, and it's the same as like, then chances are you'll be more receptive? Or
Grace,
it's completely different?
I hear what you're saying, but you're an open mind anyway. I think the thing about dreams is that you're dreaming when you're sleeping. You have people that talk about daydreams, and that's when we go into a trance state very often.
Yeah.
But you're dreaming, you're just not remembering your dreams, because your dreams are just processing. Your mind processing your memories and downloading and storing them in the right places. So I think the thing is that we can get stuck in a habit. We can get stuck in a subconscious habit of belief based on what we've grown up with or the experiences of our lives with something, and then we can get shut and locked into that. And it's when that becomes negative and damaging to your life and getting you stuck in life that therapies can help, coaching, mentoring, therapies, hypnosis, or whatever. But I talk to a lot of people and they say, I'd like to do this, I'd like to change that, I'd like to do that. But when it comes down to it, the fear of the anxiety in the subconscious stops them doing it. Right? So in the case of how much do you want that? And if you're open to trying something, then I believe anybody can have that connection and it change for them. But it's knowing what you want to change to a degree. And sometimes the coaching discussion is about finding that out for the person. And then trying different therapies to find the one that works for you or that you're most with.
It's so fascinating, because I can't imagine that you'd be able to like just go straight into hypnotherapy if you've got like all of those things, and like you say, you need to be more receptive and you need to know what you want to change. But do you reckon then you need like CBT or counselling or some sort of coaching before hypnotherapy to get to the point that you're able to be hypnotized? Or do you reckon you can just try it and see what happens?
When I was first hypnotised by the clinical hypnotherapist, he did some tests on me to see how susceptible I might be to it. And he did say to me afterwards that the score that I had on his scoring mechanism was so high, it was the highest he'd had in 10 years of doing it, and that I should never go to a stage hypnotist because I would be clocked as soon as I walked in the door. Um, and I'd be on the stage clucking like a chicken and dancing with a broom. So,
I can picture
you know,
it,
be
Roland.
careful.
Yeah, we're not volunteering for that part, just to be clear.
I probably don't need to be hypnotised to do that anyway, but there you go. I think there's a scale, and I think also there's a moment. So I've been in meetings with people, for instance, that are high-functioning, highly anxious individuals, and the meetings are getting disrupted. And I've then said to them, could we try something? Because you feel really anxious or you appear really anxious when your phone goes off. How does that feel for you? And would you like that to change? Would you like that feeling to change? And if the person says yes, then I'll do a 10-minute. And
That bit.
Yeah, we missed you.
if there, and
We've lost
life is
speech at the moment.
being
though.
impacted by that, then it will change.
Yeah, we're losing you speaking a little bit, but we don't know
Oh,
if it's
sorry.
us or it might be. It's probably you.
Are you on Bluetooth headphones?
I am on Bluetooth headphones, yeah.
Do you
See,
think
that
they
was
could-
completely
Yeah,
fine.
I don't know. Maybe that was perfectly clear. So the only other thing is to try without the headphones. We were really engrossed in what you were saying, and then we lost you. So we heard you say about being at a meeting, highly anxious person, and you
Yeah.
make that approach of, would you like to do something about that? What happens next?
Well, if that situation is causing that person anxiety and they recognise it, and then they're offered a potential solution to it, I can't promise that it's going to work for them. But if they're open to trying it, then I'll do a 10-minute talk with them where I do a neuro-linguistic programming technique called Swish, basically. Yeah. And what you do, you get the person to picture themselves as they are with the high anxiety and see that as a picture in front of them and frame it big in front of them. And then pull that down small to one side and then create another picture of what they would like to be. What's the opposite of the picture they saw with the anxiety? And then frame that and put that small down to the other side, bring the negative one back up, and then put their hands on both in front so they're physically holding each picture, as it were, in their mind, and ask them on the count of 3 to switch the negative down to small and the big positive back to big. And as they do that, 1, 2, 3, you say the word swish. And what you're doing is you're connecting the brain, you're connecting the hands, you're connecting the eyes, getting the visual, the verbal, the emotion all attached together. Change state at each break, but at the end of it, what you're trying to do is get them to see themselves as the positive person now, as opposed to the negative one. Simple as that.
Simple as that.
In theory.
Yeah, I need to be trying that.
I know.
What I need you to do is set up like a Roland therapy boot camp type thing, like a little Roland retreat where we're in your calm
we all just go to
presence.
Spain.
Yeah,
for
we
6
could do it in
weeks.
Spain. That's genius, actually,
And-
because that's so good for the wellness and
hypnotise.
mental health. But yeah, I literally feel like we kind of need you have such a gentle, warm aura about you anyway, which makes everything feel accessible and doable. A conversation with you and I feel like I could conquer the world. So I kind of need like a mini Roland. We've talked about...
Or maybe we ought to set up a regular time for me to come in there and
all the time,
just
Roland,
sit
every day.
and
Just like live here if you want.
Yeah. I'll buy you slippers.
and I'll just come and sit and we can chat and things come out of chats. Amazing things come out
That
of
would be
conversations.
amazing. I think
We'll get Roland a
team,
slot on Wellness Wednesday.
Yeah, just for us though.
It can be under the support group.
Absolutely. I mean, I think as a team that would be really
Yeah,
beneficial for us
it's
anyway.
just good vibes. I just think like you can't be mad and you can't be sad when you're speaking to Roland.
No. That's the biggest she smiled all morning.
Well,
to be
it
fair.
is 3:32, and I've been half asleep. But now I feel better
She
because
is
we're talking about
thoroughly energised
hypnotherapy.
just from speaking to you. Not hypnotised asleep, energised and
Yeah.
and ready for anything. You kind of bring that. You do bring that even through a screen with a headset on in Spain without us. Wasn't a dig.
Well,
It
look,
was a dig.
we all have a choice, and every day, every minute, every day, we have a choice. Life will be that. So no, I'm not immune to the world's chaos, and I'm not immune to the world's challenges. We have a choice as to how we look at it, and when we get into struggles and when we get into down moments, there's a switch inside our heads. Right? We all have we can all visualize a light switch on a wall inside our head. And when we feel the darkness creep upon us, imagine the switch and go and press the switch and then imagine the light.
I
And
like
then you live
turning
in
the
light
lights on.
rather than living in darkness.
I like it. Like full.
Try
It's
it.
just it's about mindset, right? I feel like you're a very mindset guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it's only come to me in latter years. It's only come to me probably in the last 2 years, the realization. It was only middle of last year that I set up the sobriety platform. Um, it was 18 months ago. Well, it was 2022 where I overcame my imposter syndrome with the help of Mandy Fuller, my hypnotherapist. And big shout out to Mandy Fuller from Louth. She's fantastic. And realised that, and you know that I'm writing a book. I've told you about me writing my book, which is called Making Friends with Mabel. And Mabel is the shop steward of my inner cast of characters, and they are my emotions. And Mabel sits in a separate room to all my emotions, and she's the puppeteer, if you like. And I realised that for 58 years I was fighting Mabel and arguing with Mabel inside my head. And now I'm aware of who Mabel is and where she sits. I call meetings with Mabel in my mind and we have a chat and I ask her why she's afraid, and sometimes the fear's real and I change what I'm doing to adjust to it. But most of the time it's not, it's just historical um, experiences that Mabel has latched onto and she's trying to protect me. And I just say to her, look, we've had a nice afternoon tea and a chat, and you don't need to worry about that. Let me get on with it because it's going to be a better life when we step into the new reality.
I love it. I don't know if I can phrase this question how I mean it. Did you actually think about the name Mabel, or is it just like, oh, her name's Mabel? That makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
So
Did you create her, or did you just like,
She existed
obviously her
and
name's
she needed
Mabel?
a name.
Yeah.
How did that
yeah,
come
she
about?
she existed as a voice and an emotion and a physical manifestation of that emotion if I ignored it or I forced it.
And at that point,
Um,
she had more control over you, I'm guessing. That Mabel was
Yeah.
more prominent than Roland.
Yeah, absolutely, more of the time, or made my life more uncomfortable because I was in conflict with myself. So when I first came across the technique of inner cast of characters, the principle is that you give each emotion or each physical manifestation a character, a visualization of a character. And my anxiety came across as an elderly lady, white haired, quite assertive, very strong, but very fearful. And so Mabel, white haired, glasses that she wears sometimes, and sometimes they're on one of those string attachments. And she
Yeah.
has a roughed white blouse frontage underneath the tweed.
She sounds like an
The
old-fashioned
tweed.
head teacher.
I was thinking she sounds like an
Yeah,
old-fashioned
exactly.
librarian.
Exactly, and she sits. She only ever sits in a room behind my other characters, outside of the meeting room where I talk to all my other emotions. And this room is an oak panelled library with a tartan carpet, and she has a table. She's always got a three-tiered plate of afternoon tea, cakes, and sandwiches, and this
Oh,
that,
it
and the
sounds like Mabel's living life. That sounds great.
other. And that's where she lives, and that's where she is. It's cold. So when I understand that Mabel's intervening in my world, the easiest thing is to have a relationship with her and have a conversation, isn't it? I've been fighting her 58 years, now we're making friends. So that's what the book's about. The last 18 months about me making friends with my subconscious leader.
So would you say that she's like the manager of your emotions, or is she like an additional like side character to your emotions? All I'm picturing is like, you know, the film Inside Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine that Mabel is like the manager of like joy and anger and all of
She's-
the other
So,
characters.
so if we looked at me as a business, I'm the chief executive officer, and Mabel is the chief operating officer.
Right.
And then I have a board of directors, which is my emotions.
Got ya. Okay, fine. I see what you mean. Yeah.
It is.
Sounds like it makes complete sense.
Yeah. And if you're working in a business, Alex will know this. If you're working in a business, you want to empower the people that you are working with. They have their roles. You want to, when they start shouting and screaming at you, saying you're not doing that. We're not doing it like that. Alex will have a view, but he equally needs to not be fighting with those people because the business is going to struggle. It's either an indication of something's wrong and something needs to be addressed. And in the case of the inner mind, as a business, I can't sack Mabel. Mabel is there. She's a part of me. So I have to build a relationship and get on with her. I just didn't know she existed in that format.
I think that's a really nice way to put it. It's fun.
Yeah. So I have a version of that. So when I walk around, for me, it's like having a staff meeting. That's what I say. Like if I'm caught, really.
You're getting a mic closer to your face.
Been able to avoid it so far. So that part of me that tries to bring me down and tell me that I'm not good enough or can't do something. I have words with that, so I call it a staff meeting. But she is me. She is the worst, tiniest, low self-worth version of me. So I'm curious as to, and that's just how, like I see this, like horrible version really that I've been and don't want to be again. So I have discussions with myself like that out loud and in my head. But now I'm curious with you, giving yours a different identity, if that would help me separate that better rather than bringing back the reasons that created that version of me and the things I've had to work hard to sort of get better than. Does that make sense? By giving it another identity and another name rather than seeing just myself.
Absolutely. And the thing is, that part of you is only behaving in that way because it's trying to protect you. It's not trying to destroy you, it's trying to protect you.
So that's
It's
hard
just
that's hard to take in because it feels like it's trying to pull me down
exactly.
and I'm fighting against it.
Exactly, which is what was happening with me and Mabel. So actually making friends with that part of me and having a conversation with that part of me, and recognizing that it's been triggered by something, and it might be something in my past that I have to go back and look at and forgive both the person that was doing it to me and forgive myself for being a victim of it, actually helps calm the noise of that particular emotion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on bits like that. I think sometimes I feel like they all come together and gang up on me.
Yeah, that's your board. That's your inner board where you've got louder voices and you need to dial those down and dial up some of the quieter kind of voices.
I just find that really tiring. Like, there's got to be a way that I can manage that better than it being like exhausting and literally feel when all that happens. I've definitely been like it this last week.
One way of doing it, a suggestion It's that, again, when you're in business, when you're in work, you've got things coming at you all the time, haven't you? But there are one way of dealing with it is to actually segment a time in the day. So you can call a board meeting with your cast of characters at set throughout the day. And when there is noise and then your board is shouting at you, etc., you can say to them, look, is it really urgent? Do we need to stop now and have a board meeting? In which case you convene everybody. Or can it wait till 5 p.m. when we normally have our board meeting? Yeah.
Right.
And so you create a relationship with those emotions in that sense. And it's like anything that's an emergency, you're going to have an alarm bell going off. The rest of it will calm down until the right appropriate time when you want to deal with it. But it's a skill, isn't it? It's practice. It's
That
like
definitely
anything,
sounds
you
like
practice
something
it.
that's got to be tried.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I feel like if you organize your like feelings and how you approach something by emotion,
Yeah.
then you can by identifying what emotion is like clouding your judgment or making the decisions for you or like presenting in certain ways, then you can tackle that one. So say for example, something's coming out, you think it's low self-worth, but it's actually fear of something. You can then tackle the fear instead of the low self-worth, and because that's gonna tire you out more, tackling the low self-worth.
Fear is a thing. I get fed up with, like, that fear thing is definitely a thing with me, and it can be, it's like that's trying to stop me from doing something.
Yeah.
And then if you don't get to that in time, that's what then allows almost the door open for the rest of that to creep in as well.
Yeah, but by the time you shut down the fear, then the rest of them will be like, oh, why am I here?
So there's
I'll go
a
back to the
practical
board.
thing that there's a you can do, and this suggestion, you have a little pocket-sized notebook, which is your fear book, okay? And you just, when the fear comes up, you write the heading of the fear, whatever it is, and then you put on one side, is it perceived? And on the other side, is it real? And you start putting questions and answers in those columns to work it through. And it becomes, fear becomes a habit. If you're fearful, and it just becomes a habit. And if you give into that fear that's not real, a perceived fear, that becomes a habit. So then you live in reaction to fear. But if you start understanding what's real fear, because if somebody's running at you, threatening to attack you, that's real fear.
That'd be
But
easier
if
to deal with.
but if you know, I've made a cup of tea and I'm going to walk across there, oh, I might fall over and I might burn myself with it. That's a potential fear, but it's not. Is it likely to happen? Might do. Is the tea likely to fall on you? It's probably going to fall away from you. Blah, blah, blah. But do you see? I'm trying. That sounds like I'm trivialising it. I'm not. I'm just saying that there are different levels of emotional fear, and if we get trapped into responding to all fear with a reaction, then we're locked into something where we're not able to live our best lives. And sometimes you've got to break the habit, and the physical way of breaking the habit is actually to write it down. Is it real? Is it perceived? Is it my fear or is it somebody else's fear?
And I love writing things down, so that could be a strategy for me.
I feel like that's always a good strategy for stuff. Write it down and see how you feel about it after it's
It's
physically
always been
out.
a good way to get stuff out of my head anyway, like to deal with
But if-
negative or extreme feels.
Common thing for you, keep
Could you say that again, please, Roland? I lost
notebook
you.
and keep that and just have that, and slowly, you'll just be able to get rid of it, and you won't need it anymore. You won't need to write it down anymore.
Got to boil
But
it
you
down so
give
it
it,
gets smaller.
you give it
Do what with
space.
it? Boil it down.
Could say boil.
Yeah.
Dumb it down.
And one of the ways of avoiding conflict is by giving conflict space to be heard. Does that make sense? Or
Oh,
does
I
that,
know it
is that
does,
too-
absolutely. And I would say,
that's
so
too
I
scary?
would say exactly that's someone else. You've got to be able to, if you
Yeah.
vocalise and take ownership in that way, it's already
Yeah.
smaller.
Yeah, but if you face conflict in any form of life, somebody's arguing with you, somebody's this, that, and the other, give it space to a degree to negotiate with it. in life, very often, if somebody's just attacking you, you give them space, let them be heard. If they're going to keep on attacking you, then you just separate them from you, and they're not somebody that you engage with. But in your own mind, if you have a conflict in your own mind, there used to be a saying, we don't hear it so much anymore. It used to be a saying that was, a problem shared is a problem halved.
Halved, yeah.
Absolutely, that's the case. So by sharing your problem between your conscious and your subconscious, you've already halved the problem. And then if you share it externally with somebody else, because it's a problem that is insurmountable, whether that's a coach, a mentor, a friend, a relative, somebody independent, you've halved it again. You're down to a quarter of the problem. Now, suddenly it doesn't seem so significant.
Yep. Yeah, that's true, because I just they tend to breed and grow in your head, left unaddressed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. Alex is gonna try and move the speaker.
Oh.
So stay online, but we're not going to be able to hear you for about 30 seconds. We can
Okay.
chat though. Like I say, you're the guinea pig digital man. So your sound is coming through our Bluetooth speaker that's at the back of the hub.
Right.
No, it dies straight. Well, he's taken the power away from it, so we now won't be able to hear Roland. But then he's going to plug you back in.
So this is where, because you can't answer me back right now, because I won't hear you. So this is where I will put the ask out. I would love some time with you to talk some of this through. It could be really valid. Thanks. Thumbs up. It would be really good for me personally, but I think I might even for a hub team, Grace and I as well, making sure that we're getting the best out of ourselves, working together to create what we're trying to create, then that would be amazing if you could find any time for us. Thank you.
We will find out if that's
You have to do that because you can't say no.
Stay there, Roland. Do you want him to count out loud?
Who's counting what?
We can hear you, I think.
As you are.
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
That's
pretty bubbles in the air.
Keep singing.
They fly so high. They reach the sky.
Perfect.
What about You Are My Sunshine? That's one of my favourites.
You are my sunshine.
Karaoke hour. That's what I said.
See?
Yeah.
Roland, what would be your karaoke song? If you could pick one karaoke song, what's it going to be?
Karaoke song. Well, look, I have 3, which I'm going to share with you. My family will say I have 5, but my favourite one is Barbie Girl by Aqua, In the Sound of Barbie Girl.
I can see that. I can see that.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Firestarter, Twisted
Can you do that
Firestarter.
Barbie Girl and Firestarter.
They are extremes.
And then, of course, Sweet Caroline, because that's what I sing at football.
Of course. Barbie.
Yeah.
Barbie Girl is my favourite. I can really see
do you do it in
Roland
the
singing
pitch
Barbie
of
Girl.
Barbie?
Well, we'll give it
Yeah.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world, made of plastic, so fantastic.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous,
I have a
gorgeous.
feeling. Did you actually just video him doing that?
I said that I wanted a 3 a.m. karaoke session. That's all I needed. LinkedIn recommendation, Roland Potter singing
So
Barbie
can
Girl.
you imagine hearing that and then Firestarter? Could you do that without the music?
A cappella.
Firestarter, I'm a twisted firestarter. Firestarter.
Love it. That is so good.
10 out of 10, perfect. Maybe that's what we should ask every single guest that comes on. What's your karaoke song? Can you sing an excerpt of it?
Yeah, Roland's now set the bar.
Roland set the bar quite high.
Yep. And you should probably compile. Oh, hello. What's that?
He's disappeared.
Oh,
That was you.
Yeah, I'm
You
back.
got rid of him.
you are. We just had a
So how are you all feeling?
I'm okay. You know what? I feel less tired now after sat talking to Roland, although I did see Alex yawn about 20 minutes ago. I think between us, we got about 6 hours sleep over the past 24 hours.
Yeah, I might have cheated a little bit, but then I'm old and infirm, so I'm claiming that.
So I know I've seen Alex and he expressed the fear several times whilst I've been watching him, and my check out to you, Alex, is have that conversation with that fear and let it go, because you're going to smash this next 21 hours. And the yawning, the more you think about the yawning, the more the yawning you'll do.
Very
And
word.
the more the yawning you do, you're exhausting a part of your brain and a part of your body that you don't need to exhaust. So, you know, whenever that feeling comes, think of what the opposite of it would be and go with that.
Thanks, Roland. Can you hear Alex?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're doing amazing. I think you're all doing amazing. Well, what you're doing is awesome anyway, isn't it? Everybody knows that. And I think what you were saying, Debs and Grace, about the skill sets and having time with people, and you certainly can have my time. That's not a problem at all.
Thank you.
But the beauty of the hub is there are so many skills that come into that room. You know, Sarah's motivation, Sarah Stone's motivation. Shout out to Sarah. If you're still up, Sarah, love you,
Here she
love
is.
you, Sarah.
She might
She
still be
probably
awake.
And you know, amazing person and amazing talent. But you know, there's so many other people with skills and information, and for some people, they will in other ways for people. And then there's the jigsaw puzzle. If you're in the absolute honoured space of seeing all these people as a little jigsaw puzzle, and you can make the picture on the box. I'm just one of the jigsaw pieces. You bring all the jigsaw pieces together, you get a beautiful picture of the hub.
Oh,
That's
that
really
is such a nice
lovely.
analogy.
It
I've never
is.
thought about it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, really love that.
So sweet.
I think. Oh, we've got a window.
6 minutes.
Any
Oh,
gems to leave us
That
with
means
then,
we've got
Roland?
20 hours and 6 minutes left.
So what are the gems? Let me talk about, you know, I came down to the Citizens Hub to meet with Alex to pitch an idea to him, which we're still working on, and that's great. But I came to that business leaders event and I ended up giving time away to 4 young men, and it was young men and not young ladies, simply because there were 4 young men on the stage. But from that, other relationships were built. My relationship with the hub, my relationship with you two, and also great things will happen for those 4 individuals too. But it was really simple. So when I took Jack and Will to Whippet Coaches, big shout out to Whippet Coaches and Ned Cameron there for helping us out. What I said to them was, have 3 questions that you can ask that are going to add to where you think you might want to be in life. But from those questions are just the starter. They're the opener. The conversation that comes from the questions is where the real power, where the real magic. To ask the question, listen to it, and then listen from that question, and then move into question 2, and then the same, and then move into question 3. And then when you get an opportunity to open up, as Jack's got, when he wants to talk to me about it, my main message to Jack was just be you. You've got the opportunity because of who you are. So don't try and be something else that you think they want you to be. Just continue to be you. So let the fears go. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the opportunity. Don't think of the outcome. Don't think of the outcome of success or failure. Just be you. Be in the moment. Live it. And whatever will be, will be. And if we lived our lives in that way and did the actions to create the opportunities, then the successes come. And this is what the hub is doing. You're creating opportunities, and people either take them or they don't.
Alex is coming.
Alex is popping for a question.
Quick one, mate.
Here he is.
Hello, mate. All right.
Hello, mate. How are you?
All right. Yeah. You can only sing that Blowing Bubbles song because West Ham finally won. At least you beat.
Well, you've got a little bit of West Ham in you. You've got Declan Rice, so you know he's always going to be a Hammers. So there you go.
Well,
Is that your question?
we appreciate you beating the Spuds anyway. No, it was not my question. My question is, What does well-being actually mean to you, and not the textbook version of it?
So well-being for me is if I'm at peace in my mind, then I can deal with anything physically. My health is challenged by the life, but I'm in the best physical health I've been in a long time, and because I'm the best mental health that I've been in a long time. So if you focus on anything, focus on the mind first, because that gives you peace, that gives you time freedom, and then financial freedom comes with that as well.
Love that.
Beautiful.
That's it. That's all I got.
It was a very valid question. Thank you for bringing that right at the end.
I'm testing. Thanks for being our guinea pig, man.
It works.
Oh,
better
not
than I
at all.
thought.
It works a lot better than I
Best
thought.
kind of guinea pig to have.
It's definitely.
It's been a pleasure.
Have you heard yourself back on the audio at all?
No,
Brilliant.
no,
That was my
Nice.
second question.
no. There's been no squeaking and popping and echoes. It's been absolutely fine.
Perfect.
All right, and we'll talk business when I get back from Wimbledon. So I've got some progress. All right.
Yeah, good luck at Wimbledon. I'm sure that'll be amazing. I'm sorry I'm not going to be there to be able to go and see it, but
It's quite the week
when I
this
do
week.
get back, I'm going down into London on Tuesday the 27th. I'm going to be at Guildhall Small Business
You
Unit
you
initially.
love it in there in the old liveries.
Yeah, I'm meeting up with a delivery company guy to talk about parcel delivery by drones in the Catalan region of all places of Spain. We're doing it in the Guildhall Small Business Centre in London, and then I'm at the World Tech Leaders event at Liverpool Street. But if I get some time during the day, is Wimbledon going to be open if I was to go down and pop in
For
on the
you, it will
27th?
be. Just bring a
I'll,
paintbrush.
I'll, I'll be in touch and I'll give you a shout out.
The face that opens all the
down.
doors. It's been lovely to have you in a room with us, Roland. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for chatting. Thanks for staying up so
Well,
long or waking up
no,
early.
no. Thank you for calling me in, and I wish you all well. I'll be dipping in and out during the course of the day, but and I'll share it on social medias throughout the day.
Thank you.
Much
Can't
love,
wait to
brother.
see you when you're home.
See you later, my man.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Right.
Oh,
Take care.
In the wrong way. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Sweet. Oh, Blair.
I love him. He's so sweet.
Such a lovely, lovely man. I feel really bad because I'm facing like away.
Facing
from
him, but not
everything.
facing him.
The other option is when we've got an online guest that Danny and I, or whoever's co-hosting,
Yeah.
sit on one sofa
And
we've got
aim
the
that at
webcam
it.
facing them, so it's a better experience for the online for that person. But
That's a bit more effort.
it can work. The issue you have is the webcam is then in shot.
Yeah.
Main shot.
It's not the end
Does
of the
that
world, is
matter?
it? Yeah, but it's going to have to sit on a tripod, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We've got tripods galore.
Tripods galore for sure.
Yeah, I think we have options on that front.
It's worth trying different ones out, isn't it? To
Yeah, dot them around.
The most important thing is audio, because most people have this on like the radio all day.
Yeah.
So like people in here are important, but people online, the people are really important in terms of like driving fun.
Yeah, I think that works
Absolutely.
better sat there. Because when it was at the back, I could hear everything else before that.
So much better.
But while it's up, then
Yeah.
it's going out.
And you can hear it fine still. And you can hear the guys on the stage and right.
I think that works.
Right. So then now the challenge.
Nice.
time.
So stay where you are for a second.
I really like that it's.
4 o'clock.
We see what happens and just do it.
We have a party, 4 o'clock party.
4 o'clock party
Oh, that sounds fun.
on camera
So let me get this.
at 4 o'clock in the morning. I love if anyone's watching, but I don't want to dance for you. I feel quite. Do you know what I mean? Because Roland just does that to me.
He has got such
Give
a
us-
presence.
Give us a sound and a movement, Debs. Yeah, I know he is. Roland, we love you.
I'd already forgotten.
I bet he's eating well. I bet he's eating well.
Just to be able to have a life balance like that, and to be able to
Great.
conquer
It's been there
the
since the middle of
difficulties and
December.
share that.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
If you could go to any country in the world, where would you want to go?
Oh.
And why? And what would be your like hit list of what you want to do when you're there?
struggle with like. So let's assume that I'm fully able with no restrictions.
Able-bodied, able-moneyed, any choice, whatever you want.
I love the idea of going to some of these more unusual places like Colombia and places like that. I hear those and they just feel like they're a part of the world that's a fantasy to me.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see the reality of what that looks like. I very much like places that are picturesque.
So proud of myself.
So you should be. I love that you've said that out loud.
What, 2 hours this morning? After Friday, I was like, ooh. Yeah, it sounded awful. Okay, so Deb's Colombia.
Yeah. So some of those, yeah, I think there are so many places that I don't even know exist.
Yeah.
I like places that are quieter and more picturesque. Places that I've seen in films, cobbles and
York.
old buildings and
York.
Well, I've not even done that yet.
You've never been to York?
No.
York's a nice place.
Yeah, it's something that I keep saying to do.
Or like the holiday when they're in England. You know when Cameron Diaz is in England and she's in the Cotswolds?
Would you want to go and stay?
That
I mean, that's
vibe.
one of my top-notch films, up there forever.
I actually think that's my dream house. That house
The
is my dream
cottage?
house, yeah.
But that track to get down to the actual cottage,
Yeah, but then somehow she walks into town. The whole thing doesn't make sense, but
of course it doesn't.
like that.
And the little pub and the.
But
all
like
of it
that's
is
so
quaint.
quintessentially English.
Yep.
So like you wouldn't get if you were going to travel and go to a different country, then you probably wouldn't find that, right?
No, you wouldn't. No, you would. Like, there's got to be places in Spain, in Italy, all of that are quaint, out of the way, unspoilt by. I think that's why I like the idea of those sort of places. The bits that are untouched,
Yeah.
or they've been maintained, and are still for tourists, but they've still been maintained as what they were originally, bringing the. You know, like I said, about keeping architecture the way it was.
Yeah. Instead of making a mess with it.
The beauty in the eye for me is when you look at something and it looks and feels special. It's just something we don't get a great deal of here.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Daisy's art.
I love that she's sitting there doing it.
I know, me too. It's like Reese. Shout out Reese.
Hello, Reese.
I'm sure it'll come in at some point.
It better have. Well, John's in as one of our first, is he not?
He's in at 6.
Surely Reese is
6:30?
coming too.
I don't know. What, at 6:30?
Why not?
You might be working.
Why not?
What have you got, Lewis? Crackers. I'm okay, thank you. Salt and pepper crackers.
Not now, but thank you very much for sharing. Yeah, no, I really feel like Reese. So yeah, John, don't come without Reese because he's like.
John is definitely not watching. It's 4 a.m.
How do you know? He could be so excited about joining us.
Well, I hope he is, but I highly doubt it. And if he is, then I highly doubt he'll wake Reese up to come if Reese wasn't into
Well, I dare you to message John and see if he's awake or not.
It'd be a Grace, what the hell? Of course I'm not.
I was chuffed. I just randomly messaged Roland and literally just said, "We're really looking forward to seeing your face today." And he answered straight away. And I didn't think for a second. I just wanted it to be there for when he woke
You
up.
know what? The reason that I'm so excited about today is because the amount of people who are coming that I've either not spoken to for ages or I've never met.
Likewise, obviously,
It's so exciting.
there's lots
So
that
many
I've
fun
heard
people.
of and haven't. I feel like it's this, and again, I think what I'm in awe of is the fact that each of them are everyday human people.
You know what? I sometimes forget that. Like, I actually forget that people are people sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
So I think that's the thing. It's that whole the adversity that people have come across, whether it's the nasty illnesses, you know, destructive things that could have. There's so many things that could have stopped people still being here.
Yeah.
And somehow they've faced it, got through it,
And now they live to tell the story and help someone else.
Yeah, exactly. And so, are you okay, Jack? Are you lonely?
They sit. Yeah, I do forget
of course
that
you're sitting
humans
on
are
my
humans.
sofa.
I'm stretched out. Sorry. Welcome, Jack, to the show.
Yeah, the fact that these people are. We're talking right now, Jack. I don't know if you were listening about the people that are coming in today, and how all of them have come about doing what they're doing in general because they've had some sort of struggle or adversity in life. These people could have been where like you feel you're at the moment for various reasons, and you know the diseases and stuff that could have taken people, and yet they've somehow found support and energy and treatment in some form or another to be here, to be a better version of themselves, despite all of that, or even because all of that, and are now here supporting so many other people. Can you see that will be you one day? That's beautiful. Love that. If I'd have asked you that question a few weeks ago, what would you have said? So what can you see, like, about yourself growth-wise and stuff that's brought that about?
And no really good questions.
Yeah. You keep going.
I think I've like changed a lot and come a long way.
Fine.
And down to who?
Myself and the help of you guys
Yes. No, the first thing you said was
It's
myself,
all you, Jack.
and that's
Here's
what
the
you
help
needed
of
to be
coming
saying.
here as well.
The space was provided, the options were provided, but the choice is your own.
The hub gave you room to do it yourself.
And getting nagged at all the time helped because I got fed up.
I reckon I actually predict that this time next year you'll be mentoring or coaching another young people.
I can't. I don't know for some reason.
I can't do is not
You
the
can't
right
s-
sentence
no,
for that.
and you can't see
You
it.
can't
but how
see
does
it,
it make
but
you feel? That
someone
that
else
could
can
be
see
an
it.
option?
Lewis will tell you. Lewis, how many young people have we met that's like no confidence, and then like
I definitely have built my confidence way more than it was.
every day. It just happened like that. I remember Bo, who you haven't met, I don't know if you've met Bo.
I don't think so.
Amazing person. I remember when we first found Bo.
Found them. I mean, what, behind a sofa?
I went to Sal. I used to go and scout for young people in just weird random places. And I was at Cross Keys Homes drop-in centre in Peterborough, and she walked in with her mum, highly autistic, lots of identity issues, huge social anxiety. Like you got like wouldn't believe, like shaking outside every day. Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't literally for a year and a half wouldn't leave mine or Sam's side no matter where we went. Right? A year ago, she spoke on stage in front of 1,000 people.
That's so cool.
And now has her own business and her whole talk. So she goes now into companies to talk about. She did a talk with Disrupt HR, Phil Bannon and a couple of people about the fact that no one would employ her with autism. So she said, "Well, fuck it, I'm going to employ myself."
Okay.
So now it's got her own animation, YouTube. Does quite well on TikTok. Gets commissions. Went to Comic-Con for the first time ever on her own without an arm.
Wow,
Amazing.
that's huge.
There's loads. I mean, Luke didn't speak 2 years ago. Luke started.
Yeah.
Oh, shut the bugger up.
Talk about success stories.
It's just about, Lewis who about this. It's about getting the reps. You just got every day, just little thing, just turn up, just show up.
Yeah.
You're doing it. Lewis, you get on there, talk to it. It's your sort of conversation, isn't it?
It's driven. It's brought you away from
He's
the
just
gaming.
like, I'm here, might as well.
Hey, someone said growth.
Bro.
Someone name's Lewis. I like growth.
Showing up. I love that phrase. You use that quite a lot, but sometimes showing up is enough. If that's all you can do, it's still more than enough. In whatever form or way you can, at a time. even if you thought you've got nothing to give, nothing spare, but still show up, it's amazing what can still come out of that.
My heart's pounding. Why? Don't know. It's just it. But on that note of showing up, absolute facts. I mean, the entire internship, we literally just showed up, and sometimes we wasted time.
Sam dropped you at the Gloucester estate.
Yeah.
And just said, right, go, pick you up and you made the sale.
Yeah, it's true. He was like, mate, just find every business park and cold approach every business park. And that's exactly what we did. We was just like turning our thumbs in, messing around, like, we're getting paid for this. It was like that, yeah.
What age were you at this point?
Like, it was not that
in the summer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like 19,
Yeah.
18, 19. But yeah, we was like, we literally just turned up every day, man. And then you do a little something, opportunities start arising. As long as you just do the bare minimum, you can produce amazing results. I remember business parks, yeah, we saw it as a game. We was like, we just get like, we knocked on a couple of doors, yeah, got absolutely like flatline rejected. Had no pitch, by the way. Knocked on the door. It's like, hello, YPR, like blah blah, yeah. Just do the bare minimum, and we ended up signing like 3-4 clients.
Sure.
How did you make yourself do that? Like, can you put yourself back in that day, in that moment, and being told
Definitely.
you've just got to go and knock on the door and
Do you remember
just...
the first one that you did? First cold call that you did?
I don't remember the first cold call, but I remember the first door we knocked on. We went to a local science park near our house. We cycled like an hour to get there, and there was like 5-6 businesses on this area. We thought, wow, this is what science park is like. Yes, 6 businesses, yeah. And we each did rock paper scissors. We had to go to which one, yeah. Which one was the biggest? Which one was the
What were
smallest?
the feelings around that? Was everyone excited?
was the win?
It was
nervous?
excitement. It was me, Cameron, and my mate Jamie. Me and my identical twin and my mate, one of my closest mates. And we was like, right, this is like a massive thing. It's like, bros, we cycled here. We're just gonna wing it, take an absolute piss. Not even. We just like we always theorise things and take like joke with things and that. And it's like, you know, we're getting absolutely rejected. It's gonna be the hilarious thing. I'm gonna take the piss out of you. I'll take the piss out of myself even. You know, what happens if we get a self in this? Who knows? Alex and Sam's taking the piss out of them as well. Everything, absolutely everything.
Nice vibe.
So
And then,
easy.
You know, Rocker says we get 2 each, and I knock on the door, yeah, and I just absolutely waffled to her, yeah, and she gives me an email, and the next one I waffle to her, it goes even better, and then she doesn't even give me an email, and I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Like, what's going on here? And yeah, little do you know, yeah, every single cold approach, yeah, just magic starts happening. We got like next business part we go to, we do like 30 cold approaches, and the next one we do 70 cold approaches, yeah, and it was great. And then one of them, there's like many doors that you don't want to knock on, yeah, and they're like you got your mates, my brother and my mate saying, don't go knocking. Oh, let's get going, like whatever. Like we did most of it anyway. It's like, what would Alex Hughes do though?
What would Alex Hughes do? I love that.
And I was like,
Really?
what would I do though?
Oh,
I was like,
What would you want to
Nice.
do? Yeah.
and I was like, you know, Alex Hughes and Sam, they're great, but
I'm me.
I'm Lewis Chappelle.
Yes.
And so I was almost,
Love it.
I was almost like, it developed from that, but there was this one door, I'm not even gonna joke, and this is actually a person that we signed. This one door, and I was like, boys, like, let's knock, it's a nice little cold space. They're like, nah, there's nothing here, we would have been to, but like, it's nothing, yeah? And I was like, well, I'm gonna go in, bro. Like, what would Alex do? Literally, what would Alex do, yeah? And I was like, no, I'm gonna literally
What
turn
would
on, yeah?
Alex do?
Sorry. Is it close to me, yeah? I was like, what does Alex do, yeah? I was like, mate, nah, I'm stormed right in there, yeah? And then I was like, it's not a typical setup at all. There's like doors to my left, loads of offices, stairs upstairs, stairs downstairs, and I was like, burst through the doors to my left. She's like, hello, everybody. Is there
Was
like,
that not intimidating? You just like grabbed it.
no, I can't lie, it's not intimidating. Well, it was intimidating, but it's like, you know, you got to like just become the person, you know? Anyway, it's like, who are these people anyway? Why do I even care, you know? Why do I care about them? Why do I care about me? Like, you know, whatever. Like, who cares? So I went and stormed through the doors, yeah? I was like, can I speak to like this member? And I was like, I just waffled some absolute like class professional stuff. And next week, you know, yeah, they said, oh, I'll get someone for you, you know? And I'm like, bang, they come from downstairs, and it's like guy and like this lovely lady and that. And I'm just waffling to her, and next thing you know, yeah.
I love you keep saying it's waffling.
Yeah,
Do you even know
absolutely
what you were
waffled to her.
saying to them?
What you saying now?
No, but at the time, it's actually true as I was waffling. But and I love to waffle, but
I-
as
So
I
when you
said-
say what would
Same as me.
Alex Hughes do? This is what
yeah,
Alex
and
Hughes would
just go
do.
in there,
his
and he just
waffle.
waffles. You know, but he knows it so well. Like he never plans everything. He just knows the stuff so well, and that, and like you know, he just does it over and over again. But I went in there, brought a lady down to me. I'm just talking to her, yeah, and I'm like sort of feeling out like the typical thing, but it's also like going well as well. I'm like waffling to her a little bit, and she's asked me this question, trying to get to know me more, and then she's really into it. She gets another geezer in a suit and that, and I'm like, talk to him. I'm like, well, we'll see if you're the right fit in that though, because obviously it's quite limited in that. But obviously, after hearing what you say, there's potential there and that, and I'm like qualifying him now. And next we know, I get his email. I'm like, Sam, this is a good one though. I think you can And he's like, yeah, because he's on to the next thing all the time.
Yep.
And so I'm sort of Sam and that, and the boy's like, how'd it go? I was like, mate, actually really, really well. And next thing you know, we signed those geezers. We signed those exact geezers. I can't remember the name. I can't remember. I need to stop saying though. Like, but yeah, we signed those people. And then another business we went to, like construction happening, and like everyone's rejecting us. And I'm like, mate, Cameron, knock on that door, mate, it's your turn. And he goes in there. And they're like, oh, they give me directions. I'm like, where to? He's like, there. So he starts walking there, and he's walking. I'm like, bro, we've got a bus to get, yeah? I'm running there. I ran over there, yeah? And it wasn't even that far. It was like 300 metres, but I ran over there, went through the doors, yeah? And I start rattling, like do my pitch to them. Like, actually getting pretty sharp at this point. Do my pitch to them. And she's like denying me and everything. She's denying me. She's like, no one's here to see you. And I literally see, like, it's a nice area as well. I see a geezer come down the stairs in, like, a nice suit. And I'm like, sir, like, yeah, this and that.
You just ignored her and just
I was like, okay, like, thank you so much for that, honestly, yeah, but, sir, listen, yeah, this and that, blah, blah. And he's like, he just stops. He's like, really rushing. Yeah, he did listen. He stopped and he started talking to me and everything, yeah.
Did you say he's Russian or rushing?
He was rushing.
Right.
He was rushing, like, trying to get into a meeting.
Yeah.
I later found out I said, like, a really important meeting and that, but he's like, hearing me out. And he's like, yeah, like, have you got any contact or anything? Like, can I contact you now? I'm like, yeah. And I was watching the same thing. I was like, cool. I was like, we'll see if you're the right fit though and that. We'll see if you're the right fit and stuff. Like, obviously, there's more to learn about you. We've got lots of offer.
You were actually just standing there and saying,
and I'm a nobody. I'm an absolute nobody.
I now need to see if you're actually going to
sign up for YPR.
Nice.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this geezer ends up here being like, okay, here's my email. Yeah, after this lady just rejected me, yeah, and the other guy who I tried to talk to, by the way. And he gave me his email, yeah, and little did he's like, but I've really got to go to this investors meeting. We're trying to get some money. I'm like, bro, he just walks right there into a meeting. He's already late because of me. I'm a nobody, bro. I just turned up and I was like, man, I'm here. I'm here. Like, look, he's like losers. But I did call my brother and my mate losers because like, bro, you're not doing anything, bro. Like, let's knock on the door at least, you know. Knock on the door. Next thing you know, I've got all these things to show for myself after the internship. But I can't lie, I literally did the bare minimum, bro. I could have done so much more.
That does not sound like the bare minimum
Trust
to me.
Trust me, it was.
Growth comes
those
from
are
outside your comfort zone, right?
Like, these are like the moments that are interesting.
Embrace it that quickly and run with it rather than fighting or running away from it.
Yeah.
That's quite inspiring.
100%. It's just the way. This is the way I am. The way we are. But yeah, that's it, man. Just got to turn up. I think actually as a result of the internship, we generated Sam like his first couple, like 6 figures. 6 figures.
6 figures?
Well, you know, 4 figures in like clients, and got an exclusive partnership with Redgate, which is amazing. And they're turning over like 100 million a year.
Crikey.
I did that in a presentation literally like 2 weeks ago, and they were all laughing. They were all like chuckling up at that as well.
Where did you do this presentation?
It's another thing, bro. Like turning up. Like Sam just messages me and Cameron. He's like, boys, I've got to present for funding. I'm looking at getting 6 figures. Like, do you mind like telling your story on there? It's like, yeah, sure. He's like, let's meet this time next week. Turn up, do a little sketch. He's like, okay, refine it, and then on the day we'll talk about it again. So, me and Cameron, we're supposed to be like spending this week, 2 weeks, like, you know, refining this and making it special. But we literally wait till the day before to refine it, and we only do it for like 30 minutes, an hour. And we're like, that's good enough, though. That's good enough. Like, we just waffle. I don't want to say waffle, but we do everything like off a whim and that. And then the next day we're like, yeah, we're ready, yeah, we got it, yeah. And then our mate listens to it, Jamie, the one I keep talking about, and he's like, boys, this is a load of rubbish, absolute dog shit. And he's like, mate, let's rebuild it from the ground up, though. And so now we rebuild this thing from the ground up. It takes us 4 hours, yeah.
The day before.
On the day.
Oh,
on the
okay.
Day. It was like 6 hours before the thing. He told us, he was like, boys, this isn't good enough. Let's rebuild it, because he's a perfectionist. And so we built it up again over the 4 hours, and I just had to memorize it in like 30 minutes, and somehow I just memorized it in 30 minutes. And then we give the waffle to the geezer on a plate, and he's literally at a table eating with his family and that. We waffle at his face right there and then. And next we know, he's like, we're in utter awe of what you're doing, Sam, and you boys are utterly inspirational. You boys are just this and that. He's just praising us the highest. It's unreal. Like, what you've gone through in your life is just more than enough, bro. If you just turn up, you have got enough substance to create something special for yourself.
Love that.
That's why I turned up here today.
Do you reckon at the time when you were doing your internship, did every day feel like a new day, or was it like, oh, I'm not getting anywhere, oh, I'm not growing, and then you look back on it now to look at what you were like before the internship? Can you see the difference better now, or like when you were on the journey? What do you like? What's your from that? How do you feel?
Going to the internship, it was like, man, I can't lie. Sam sells the dream of it.
Oh yeah,
Aw.
absolutely sounds true.
Does. And he's a businessman first and foremost, and a salesman first and foremost. So we had our hopes set high. And I quit my job like a couple months before because he said a couple months before it's going to start this time. So I quit my job.
So
but I
you
can't
had
lie.
a job.
Yeah, I had a job at McDonald's with like 6, 7, 8 of my friends. It was the funnest thing for 2 years. And then
Why did you quit?
all my friends left, and then the managers were like hating on me because like I didn't care if I you know, everyone's like they care way too much. Like they put too much value on things. It's like, bro, it's not that deep. And all my workers and that, my teammates and that, they're being losers, bro. They're making the job not fun. They're making the job boring. We're working at Mackey's, man. We're working at Mackey's, and you're trying to tell me this and that.
I do quite like the
Anyway.
like. I'm very much be proud of your work and put value in what you do, but also like just have a giggle.
You still
Yeah.
there has to be
There
that
has to be a
that
little
has
bit
to
of
be
fun
that
around
life
it.
around it. Otherwise, it's like
Mind numbing,
Yeah,
and
okay.
Yeah,
like
and-
and it's just not worthwhile. Like it doesn't feel worthwhile, even if you're doing something that adds value to someone else's life. It doesn't feel worthwhile for yourself
because you're not
if you
getting
don't
anything
have-
back out of it for that, and also
Yeah.
you still need fuel of what as an individual, what makes you tick and what makes you
What motivates you?
yeah. And
Thank
so
you,
some
Sarah.
people need head down and cracking on like that all the time is their jam. So
Yeah.
that's how they get by. But we're not like that. So
No.
we have a whole day where we can't have a bit of immature ridiculousness. Then that's a hard day.
Yap
Yeah, I
time.
agree.
It's there's got to be some fun and everything in our day to be productive enough and engaged enough to make what we're doing worthwhile.
That's
It's not
all
for
right.
lack of wanting to.
No, that's part of our motivation. So what I would then ask you, Jack, is what do you think motivates you in terms of like, do you think it's building relationships with people? Do you think it's learning more? Do you think like what do you think?
It's a really good question.
I do think it is like, yeah, building relationships, definitely learning more, working on my confidence, and
So what does help your confidence then? Like of those sort of things linked to what Grace's questions were and those examples. What have you found has built your confidence?
like communicating with different people.
It's bizarre that, isn't it? Simple
Yeah.
conversation and getting over the. I mean, I don't know. It could sound presumptuous if you had nerves or anxiety or the. I speak for myself when I say there's times I don't have anything of value to say. What is he doing?
Oh, is he starting?
What does it say?
Oh, not yet. Go on, Jamie. You got this.
Yeah,
Oh wow!
unbelievable.
Is he starting at 5 a.m.? Oh, is he on?
Okay, Jamie, we're thinking of you right now. What time are you kicking off, and what are you kicking off with?
You sound mental. That sounds like just 15 hours. You say 15 hours?
So you don't do Facebook, do you?
I don't.
There's
do
been lots of
Facebook.
things on Facebook.
I've seen the
It's
bits
just
on
come up on the
ITV.
screen. You waving that piece. It's brilliant.
Jay, man, respect
Love
to you, bro,
that.
but
That was really
Isn't that
great.
mental,
15 workouts. Come on.
So yeah, Jamie.
I want to see what the
we're
first
here,
one looks
we're
like
right
and the
behind
last
you.
one looks like.
Was it the cycle one?
The cycle.
Burnout, or did you win?
Oh, what, you talking like when we cycled 2 hours to Duxford and then 2 hours back?
No, when we went to that Peterborough festival.
We'll come back to those thoughts in a minute.
Oh, yeah, I won it. I won that competition. In my jeans as well. Who knows why? Yeah, man.
Go and have a rest. Go and
I think it's really interesting what you were saying earlier.
get yourself a drink.
We're
Doing
all-
very
I
well,
actually
man.
feel okay. I'm not too bad. Jack's got a tap out. Jack's going for a nap.
Jack's Jack's eyes are closing. So
Pull that, Sophie, pull that. No, pull that.
That's Alex's nap.
that's
sofa.
my sofa. What are you talking about?
Yes, Jamie, we're doing well. How are you? How are you feeling? We want to hear all about it and what your plans are. How are you gonna stay awake and physically able to?
Is there some live stuff going
work
on
out
for Jamie?
15 hours.
I can't remember if it's
Yeah. Can we watch Jamie? Jamie got a live stream?
yeah. Can we go live with Jamie's live? Is that a possibility? Yes.
Oh, he's doing it and then coming here after. That's mental.
He already knows we're drinking them jelly energy tubes.
Oh yeah, bet. Jamie, is there anything we can get you for when you whimper in here later this evening?
Healthy food, not healthy food.
I've got a bag of Quality Street in the kitchen.
If there's any cookies left, maybe we
I've
should
got
save
crackers.
Jamie a cooking.
And rice cakes, actually. I've actually got
We got
that's
so
pretty good.
many options. I
So-
mean, I say that now.
Two
By
of
10
those
p.m.
options have just been a Grace homemade, amazing cookie of this size, or Lewis is offering up a
Crackers.
cracker
And a rice
or
cake.
a rice
Cracker
cake.
and rice cake. Yeah, I made pasta sauce.
Pretty sure Menel's bringing food.
Sunny. Katie's bringing food. Do you reckon we're going to get bacon rolls from someone?
Oh, bacon babs.
Katie, if you're watching.
Jamie said, how about a wheelchair?
We'll come and support you in from the vehicle. Let us know where you're parking and we'll help you in.
Wait, Jamie, like, what is this workout though? Is it running? Is it push-ups? Is it calisthenics? What is it? Weightlifting?
Well, yeah, what's the workout plan?
I think there is.
I was going to say he's got plenty of
I
time
haven't
to
got
do
one.
every
So
single.
it's put on Facebook about
15-hour
what he's.
walk.
I'm sure there's something about
15-hour
Jamie's
walk.
schedule on there.
No, that's boring.
Some people call that a workout though.
It is a workout. It is a workout, but I don't think I could walk for 15 hours. I'd get
No, I can walk 15 hours.
what
I wonder
straight?
if Carly's going to
Anyone
be
here
there
can
with him
walk for
part of
15
it.
hours.
Yes.
Not anyone could walk for 15 hours.
On the topic though,
Uh-huh.
we're doing a half marathon in March, right? With Sam.
Oh, you're doing it with
I'm
Sam
doing
Nolly?
it- you know, this is one of those things as well. Like Sam's like
Which one are you doing?
Cambridge Half
the
Marathon.
Cambridge Half Marathon.
There's so
I'm not
many of
gonna
you
train
doing
for
it. They
Is
were
it?
telling us about it the other day.
How many
I
people
think,
you know?
I
We
think
know.
Sam said that he's got about 7 people.
Man.
Nice. Is
I
that
checked the website though. Sorry.
fundraiser for anyone?
Yeah, charity.
Yeah, which
What you fa-
charity,
I
Lewis?
don't know.
We can ask.
I
we can
just
ask
turned
Sam
up
when he
because
gets back.
Sam's like,
Chosen it, yeah.
yeah.
Is it
I
Inspired
joined your
Tonight?
team.
Sick.
I did join your team because obviously
Talking
Me.
of joining teams, while you're
Sick.
looking up Jamie's thing, do you not think we should do a Citizens Hub Dragon Boat or Fire Engine pool?
No.
No, you don't.
No, the only
My
reason
son
I
Finn
say
did
no
our drumming
is because
for
Richard
hours.
Shaw, we'd be fighting against Richard, and Richard's been dragon boating for ages.
He loves a bit of competition.
Yeah, he does, but we're gonna lose, and then that's embarrassing.
Don't think so.
Ollie, Sam, like, we'll be fine as long as I'm not playing.
Cit-
You're not playing.
Citizen Hub and Eye
You
to
have to.
Eye Dragon Boat team, but also
what's Dragon Boat even?
Big boat with a dragon on the front.
Oh shoot, we're gonna go to the river and actually ride a boat.
yes,
Ride a boat.
Yeah,
That is
you don't
sick.
ride a boat. It's those long boats.
Oh my
Long
gosh.
boats on the river here.
that
You
is
must have heard of the
exceptional.
Dragon
Just-
Boat Festival.
Wait, I'll show you a photo,
Please
and then you
do.
get a big.
Please
paddle
do.
and you
Yes,
can-
Sophie, you could be the drummer.
I'd love to join that. I'm just
Yes.
like, I just join anything, you know. Like,
How
if
do
I
you?
can.
How does one acquire a boat?
I was actually looking at getting up. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Paul's company Titan off and did it for a few years. They offer a couple of training sessions and help balance out where who sits for what pool and
Let's see.
but yeah.
Excuse you.
Okay.
This probably makes sense to you, it doesn't make sense to anyone else, but
Yeah.
he's doing 3 blocks of 5. Start with a high rocks, then weights, then cardio, then weights, then cardio, 3 weight session, then finish with a high rocks.
That
I
sounds
don't know what High
horrible.
Rocks is. So he's doing interval
High
training.
rocks is everything, isn't it? It's like running and throwing up heavy things and
I don't,
jumping.
hopefully he's not throwing
Throwing
up.
up, not throwing up.
Whoa, that sounds pretty intense, man, for
That
15
does
hours.
sound
He's been
intense.
training hard.
Dude,
and I think
dude.
It's the mental battle along with the physical.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we're here for the mental support, and we'll let you do the physical stuff for us.
Man, you got to like make a clip of your first and your last set, you know.
Yeah,
First
you know,
and
like those
last
TikToks where
workout.
it's like, "Hi, my name's Grace, and this is my first drink," and it's
Oh.
just Jamie with his workouts.
They can't lie, it's disgusting. Can you ask him to put his donate link in for
Oh yeah, send us
yes.
your donate link. We can share it out. That's really cool.
Pop it on the live thread.
Alex is on the tech. Producer Alex.
Did that make me sound really like I know stuff?
Pop it on the live thread.
As in, stick the link in the comments. Yeah, that's all I meant.
We've
Who
made it
knew?
to 4:30.
I can't believe it.
That's
It's
amazing.
gone really quick.
Yeah. Well, Danny's going to bring the energy, isn't she?
I'm live and out. I'm alright.
That's really good.
It's a bit of flow.
I feel like an hour before Danny is like you can see the end even though the end is like when Danny arrives. Coffee nap.
Nice. I'll share my sofa with you then.
Yeah, you have a coffee and then a nap
Huh?
because then you can wake up after.
Big spoon, little spoon.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'll let you have it first.
Debs, you're short. You can fit on the love seat.
You can do what Henry does. When I lay on
Just
the-
because I'm
lay
short
on
doesn't
my
mean say I can fit in things, you know. Got to fit this in spaces too.
You could nap there, but you're going to be live streamed having a nap.
Live stream, drool, dribble, and snoring.
Yeah.
Nothing if not authentic in the citizen.
So we can move the camera right up against Deb's face when she's like,
Beautiful, thanks. I mean, to be fair, you wouldn't need any mics because you'd probably still be able to hear me.
yeah, probably.
That's what Paul would say.
Oh well. Oh well.
I feel like I haven't got like the best knowledge of who I'm sitting with right now. Like who are you guys?
Who are you?
What's made you?
No, can we start here? This is great. She's the managing
Because I see
director.
you around a lot of Sam and Alex's projects, but I don't really know you.
She's actually
Always about
all of your titles.
Yeah, I saw you met the
Please.
king.
All my
C58,
titles.
co-founder.
Co-founder, director.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't.
Can you, yeah, exactly. Own this shit.
Yeah,
I
own
am
this.
Courtyard 58 co-founder alongside Sam and Adrian and managing director of Citizen Hub St Neots.
That's better, bitch.
That's pretty interesting. That's pretty decent right there.
Yes.
And co-chair of the Wellness Wednesday board with Wellness.
I heard well done though, right?
That's a me,
I
Debs
told-
and Lauren are Well Done Wednesday.
I told the Alex and the Walk and Talk for Men group this morning that
You've made it to Wednesday. Well done.
he said John was introducing and saying about the Wellness Wednesday, and I said it's also actually need to own the fact that it's well done Wednesday.
Yeah.
Due to me like saying the wrong thing once in one of our meetings, and yeah, Justin and Alex are quite liking that. So
Yeah. So me, Debs and Lauren have Well Done catch-ups.
we do. That's what it's like in our diaries. That's what it.
We used to have, when we were a bit of a chunky business, we used to have, what was it, something shit and something brilliant or something. And every day it was, here's to share something that was really shit.
Oh,
and
okay.
something that was really brilliant.
Nice, like that.
Definitely a better phrase than that, but.
Oh, that does
Like
the
a thorn
trick.
on a rose, that kind of thing. Yeah. I get you.
Good shit and bad shit is quite nice too.
What good shit did you do? What bad shit did you do?
Jamie said he's looking forward to coming in later.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
What's in? What time's he in, sorry?
10? After.
Yeah.
After it's 15 hours.
Doing all of
I'll
that.
tune in when I'm at work, trust.
He's
Will he need like a
Jamie's 10 to half 10, Lynette's half 10 to 11.
bowl of water for a foot rub,
Crazy.
blanket? So
Get a
he's
whole
probably
spa
gonna need
going.
a bit of pampering. Feel like
When's the first official guest coming through? 6:30.
6.
you were it, Lewis.
It's John
That
at
was it,
6,
yeah, I was
right?
official.
You were the first official guest.
That's huge.
You were the first.
Sorry, so you're a co-founder and like a manager.
She
Now.
is the actual.
And you are.
I'm not any of those things.
Debs is our well-being champion, volunteer coordinator, and co-chair of the Wellness Wednesday board.
That needs to be packaged into one title.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
lots. 3 titles.
That is really interesting, though.
3 titles is better than one though. No, because I really like well-being champion, because you are a well-being
That is
champion.
cool.
Yeah, well-being.
Yeah, exactly.
And you chose that yourself.
Oh yeah, because you were
Feel that
throwing the
for
word
as
lead
well.
at me when you asked me to do it, and
Lead,
that was like
queen.
lead anywhere doing anything. So I'm a trained peer support worker. I trained with the NHS as a peer support worker, and so basically I've been trained in the best way of listening and supporting people.
And now she is training to be a counsellor.
Yes. Okay, so right now, there's still so many people in my life that don't know this. They're all asleep, right? So it's okay.
Jamie goes, shit and shift.
Shit and
Shit,
shift.
shit, is that what you
It
call it?
was shift momentum. So
Oh, fair.
Right.
Jamie remembers.
Yeah, no, I'm
So
doing my
funny.
level 2 counsel skills at the moment, which is teaching me another way of listening and being present. So much about self-awareness within this level of the learning. The very fact that so here's an interesting thing. I don't know if I told you. So you know how doctors, hospitals have that sort of Hippocratic oath of do no harm.
Yep.
It's a key part of the ethical framework for counselling is that we are to do no harm. and if you're having conversations with people without a certain level of understanding and using the right sort of skills. And a lot of it is about really having understanding of yourself, why you might react to something, how to handle if a reaction comes up. We can't support other people if we're not looking after ourselves.
Yeah.
So that old cliche, if you can't pour from an empty cup, couldn't be any truer the more I learn about supporting people effectively and safely.
I'm super interested in that. That is, I want to learn a lot of that.
After a certain level, yes. So right now it's a choice. But then there's the level 3, and in level 4 where you have to start doing your practical hours as well. Then yes, you need to be having counselling. But it's recommended at any time.
My training is already having me taken. I'm already taking therapy for my training.
Yeah. Yours is far higher level than where I'm at. So I've got to start making a decision about whether to continue and to sign up for level 3, and where to go with that.
Do you think learning these skills have made you more of a leader? 'Cause that's what I want to become, and I feel like that actually is really useful for leadership. I feel like you're a very diplomatic person, but you also, I don't know, I feel like...
Well, it's quite funny because when I hear things like that, I can take it on and acknowledge and believe it and say thank you for it. Where there's a version of me that's not so far behind me that would have thought you were talking about somebody else and refused point blank to hear and accept that that's me you're talking about. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that.
It's also an
That's
answer
your
to your
brain
question.
COO that Roland was talking about.
Exactly. I still need to get that bitch under control. But I'm working on her.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like she needs to have a different name and an identity now, rather than me literally just talking
Fuck
to
you, Linda.
myself. Linda is a name that's very close to my heart.
Maybe not Linda.
So it cannot be. No.
Jamie just said he's got to go. He's going to eat some food, get to the gym, keep going. We'll catch up later.
Think of us
J-Dog.
when you need a boost,
Well done,
Jamie.
Jamie.
We've got you.
You got this, brother.
Yes, this level, like I said, because the main thing is about self-awareness. So much there's mandatory journaling every week, and you have to do minimum of so many words. It can be about anything we want. It can be about the learning in a session, and it's only our tutor that reads it. So it's something that I used to do when I had therapy myself several years ago anyway, so I find it really easy. And in the very first session, me being, as we know, I'm the natural encourager, the natural want to make things easy and accessible for people. I learnt my very first lesson that day because journaling came to me and was such a lifesaver. I'm all there going, oh yes, it's amazing. It's really helped me. It was a lifeline at times, etc. For someone else to then share who's been in recovery from some serious addictions, that actually when he was in therapy, and they needed to do journals. That was one of the hardest things for him to do. So actually I felt very humbled very quickly that my assumption, just because I want the best for people, my assumption was that journaling would be like, if you haven't tried journaling yet, it's really great. To actually sit there and realise how very much opposite that could be for someone else was quite a pull-up for me, which is when I started learning about frame of reference. And other people's experience. We could have had the same experience or be here for the same reason, but our history, our upbringing, our experiences that have led us to this point will govern how we can manage and navigate through a difficulty and the recovery thereafter. So whatever we've just experienced is being looked at from a very different lens from anyone that's experienced it at the same time. Makes sense? So yeah, I very quickly, and I thought I would know stuff like that at my age, but actually to have that realisation was one of the first, and that was in week 1, like quite an educational moment for me. It's made me realise that I need to stop and pause and think, just because that's what that's like for me, doesn't mean to say it's like for you. And I learned all of this stuff in peer support training from a different perspective, a lot more shared experience and stuff and things within peer support than there is in in the counselling skills scenarios. But it was definitely a wake-up call, which has helped me no end in being in here, and just remembering to pause before speaking. Everything about all of those roles are to be non-judgmental, which is something that I carry within me because I feel so judged, or have felt so judged by people in my past, that's really affected and stunted my growth and affected self-worth and confidence. That to me, anyone making judgments on people when you literally have no idea what has happened to them in their past, or even that very morning. I used to work at a school, and one of the best things about that and being on the playground duty in the mornings to welcome people as they come in, we have no idea what that child went through before, and they may only be for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What could have happened to them that morning that will then affect them in the classroom? So complimenting them on their new trainers or their lovely, crazy hair colour, hair ties, hairdo, who did that, or can you do mine? Conversations like that, passing comments as they walk past, could make the difference to how that child then was able to enter the classroom and access learning. And likewise for the parents, carers, guardians that walk them in. You can tell some people have had a bit of a morning, and again, did they have any sleep? Are they carers? You know, how many other children do they have that they've had to drop off at other schools? Have they then got to rush off to do 2 jobs before they come back? And the ones that you see having difficulties in letting their children go, or vice versa, how you interact with somebody in that split moment you have the opportunity to can affect how they go off into their day and how their relationship is with their child when they come back.
Yeah, I love that reflective.
So for me,
mindset.
the tiniest of interactions, and being open for whatever that looks like, can make the biggest difference.
I think that's one of your vital skills in leadership, right?
100%.
Is the frame of reference stuff and appreciating everyone else's journeys and not having to like put yourself in it.
Interesting. I've never
just
heard
like allow
that
it.
as a leadership skill.
I think it is.
You're a very mindful person. That's very. This is the stuff I like. I like real, like just being real. People being real, not acting a certain way for a certain agenda.
Absolutely, and to
back of the
not
head.
worry about what other people think. That's been a lesson way too long coming for me. And if there's anything I would try and encourage anyone to try and own. I still don't know how you do that. I've obviously had my own journey, but how do we sort of, for anyone to sit there and go, actually, it doesn't matter what other people think, when so much of media and life is put on a certain way of being or a certain way of doing.
I'd argue that we do care what other people think, and that's fine. It's just at the level, it's just the level you balance it against the other things that are important to you.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? It can become all-consuming.
This is a very complex conversation. It's not as surface level as we think. I mean, you can say you don't care, but like, at one point I was super extremist, and either I cared loads and I was super insecure, and then another end I didn't care at all, and then I was like treated worse. For example, my friends and that, like, you know, in primary school I felt like quite like low level, not very much value compared to others, and you always try to be like everyone else and try and be as good as everyone else, but you're not those people.
What does that even mean? You're not them.
Exactly. But then there was points where I was like, I don't give a shit, man. I'm so sure of myself, yeah. I'm not going to cut my hair, brush my hair. I'm not going to I'm just going to put whatever I've got
so
on.
you did all the extremes.
Yeah, either extreme. It's like neither works. It's about the reason why you're doing it. You know. So the way I live my life now is, I've kind of got a thing with my mate. We're not going to cut our hair until it's long. So I might look like a scrub again. But it's like
But that's because you want to. It's not because you care what other people
think. Exactly. It's like I value that friendship enough to do that.
Yes.
You know, this guy paid me £160 to get the bus cut, by the way, like 3 years ago. But that's besides the point. But yeah. Anyway, what's it? Yeah, that's why I had the buzz cut originally. But then the second time I got a buzz cut, it's because the long hair was carrying bad stuff and that. And I was like, mate, let me just get it off my head, man. I can't be taking my time, my energy. It can't be fucked, man. But what's it? Now it's also like about being presentable where it's necessary, and that, and being respectful and being mindful.
I think that's the thing, respecting the spaces that you're going to, but still remaining true to who you are.
Exactly.
I'm not going to wear a certain clothes or have my hair done a certain way because that's what people are supposed to do in that job or in that place. We should still be able to have ownership about who we are and dress respectably for the situation you're in, but still comfortable as who you are, not trying to be something and present yourself as something you're not. You can't maintain that anyway.
Exactly. I mean, there was literally, during the internship, there was literally events I turned up to in my pajamas because I didn't care that much. That's what it was. And I was, you know what it is? It's like they judge you, but then they get to talk to you, and it's like, well, this is actually a really interesting person. You know, and they capture different points in your life, so they don't know you. Like, you know, someone's met you like a year ago, a month ago, even a week ago. They don't know you right now. You know, so these people meet you at points in your life. There's a point to this. There's a point. I need to get better at this whole talking thing, but I think if I learn certain things, I'll be really good at it.
Quite good at talking, Lewis. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm usually up at this time anyway.
You are more awake now than you were earlier.
Yeah. Why?
Why are you normally awake this
I'm
early?
quite a deep thinker. As I literally started to this thing on with Alex earlier, we're at a pretty deep emotional point, but you was like navigating it pretty well, to be fair. But yeah, that's why.
As in, so because of that, you don't sleep well.
Yeah, I don't see very well.
Yeah.
But it's fine though, because after having that revelation I was about earlier of God and everything, you know, it's more so like that was there like a point of counsel for me. That's the thing I could turn to. But it's like I don't know whether to believe it or not, but like I want to believe it, and like I think I will believe it. It's just I need to find the time to look into this stuff and actually take my finger out my arse and actually look into it, because I can look into it. You know, like I don't have to waste my time. I can look into the Bible and see where it's true and look at all these manuscripts.
Of when you're ready.
Exactly. I hear all these things and I judge it up in my head. It's like, you know, Jesus is the most documented guy in history. You know, like lawyers and solicitors and that, people who look at empirical evidence for a living to judge whether something's true or not, are turned to Christ. People who have absolutely hated Christians and then they've gone out their way to try and disprove them, and they've turned to Christ. And scientists, they've turned to Christ. And it's like, who am I to sit here and say this isn't real?
Yeah.
You know? And who am I to sit here and it's like just not look into it? That enough is like, well, there's something now. I should look into that, right? And the Quran. My Cameron calls it the Quran. It's the Quran.
The Quran.
Yeah, but Cameron calls it the Quran. But my brother calls it the Quran. It's absolutely hilarious. And he looks into that, and it's like, there's so many things flooring that thing. I mean, it's either Buddhism or Christianity. But in Buddhism, Cameron's looked into all these things. And I trust my brother more than most people.
There's some beautiful stuff in the Buddhism.
Exactly.
Buddhism stuff.
But the Buddhism thing, it's like, you know, I trust my brother more than most people. And I disagree with him on so much, though. But he's like, if he wasn't a Christian, he'd be that. But even the guy who is the person they all follow, went on his deathbed, he was like, he doesn't know the meaning to life. He doesn't know the meaning to all this. He discovered this stuff, but, you know, there's something else there. It's not the truth. Some lessons he'd learned is good, but don't follow me, is what he said. So it's like Christianity is the last resort. And, you know, I think, I want to believe, I want to believe, and I after having that epiphany, revelation, whatever, I was like, I want to dedicate my next year or a couple of years to learn about the Bible and learn about the history of civilization so I can come to an answer. But then it's like, you get caught back up with the attractions of this world and the people you hang around with. And now I hang around with Jamie last night, and we're already scheming about the next business, you know. And so now I'm looking into, well, how can I get into this business? And then at the end of the day, it's all about becoming a leader. And that's what I want to do. I think that's that. I want to try and find a way to become a leader. And right now, I haven't got any direction. I've just got, like, you know, I'm sort of an open book. Could try and search. Could try and relentlessly, you know, use my resources around me, put myself out there, and try and get opportunities that way. But yeah, that's what I do. I want to become a leader. I don't even know how much to waffle about myself and get to here. No, what was even the question?
That's beautiful. I do that all the time. I completely relate.
I used to be more like Alex Hughes, and I was like, you know, navigate it so much better, you know. But it's fine. It's fine. It's good.
No, there is only one Alex Hughes.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he's got his own version of in there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I always relate to these guys.
Yeah.
I remember being like that.
Yeah.
That energy at that age, you can't.
Well, that's the thing. It's like trying to hone in. Yes, hone in on which bit to go down first.
Exactly.
I have a question through one of your
tangents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's essential to find an answer, whether you like believe in religion or not?
To find an answer.
Because you're talking about a lot about like coming to a conclusion and finding an answer.
Yep.
Do you think
I
that's
feel like
essential?
On that point, like, there's a lot of things you're not going to have the answers to. You can only get so far. Like Christianity, the reason why you have faith is because you don't know. You know, you wasn't there. You don't know if this is true or not. You can only put your faith in it to the degree that you've looked into it and the degree that you believe it. It's like, I'm even going to be like, compare it to electing a president right now, you know, like Donald Trump, yeah, before electing him, they've got Donald Trump, they've got another guy, they've got another guy, they've got another guy. And it's like they're all stating their case for why they'd be a great president. And there's some people in the crowd who are more educated than other people. And some people who aren't educated at all and they've still got a vote.
And they all lie.
And so they all vote. Yeah, they all vote, but ultimately you're putting your faith in someone. You don't know if he's going to be a good president for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
But you're going to find out after the next 3 years.
Yeah.
And you don't know how long what he's done is going to take to
Come to
see the
fruition,
effects.
yeah.
Come to fruition. But eventually you're going to find out. And eventually you're going to get the answer, but you won't always know the answer. So you can only have a degree of truth.
It's more about the got to believe in something rather than like
You got to be
this
be
is
content.
why I want to believe in something. It's just to like have faith in something, right?
Yeah.
It's
Okay, I wasn't
interesting.
really listening, but yeah.
No.
I'll be honest.
It's 5 a.m. It's fine.
Yeah. I only have these conversations with my mates. Usually with everyone else, I'm so bad at talking.
Beautiful.
Always talk about the future. You ask them who they are. Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm a geezer who just wants to
Be a leader.
be a leader, but I don't want to be a leader. I don't want to
Who
be a
are you
leader
now?
for the
Who are
reasons
you
it sounds.
now?
Who am I now? I'm a
Yeah.
guy. I'm a wanderer, like I was saying, man. I'm a guy
A
who's just
wanderer.
searching for something to give my effort to, because everything in life is everything I've done in my life so far, except for sports. Really, I only excelled at sports because I was good at sports. You know, like my brother Cameron. This guy, he's amazing, by the way. My brother Cameron's amazing. He as a kid, yeah, we were athletes, like proper athletes. We had suitcases of medals. And he got into gymnastics because he met my mate Daniel, got really close to my mate Daniel, and then Daniel was like, come to gymnastics. And Cameron's like, my dad can't pay for that. He's too busy paying for weed, he's too busy for this and that. He's got no money to even put food on the table. He's like, well, my mum can help you. She can drive you. She can put Cameron gets into it, turns up here to one session. You know, my dad doesn't even know. And he's really, really good.
Already got a natural
And
ability.
so everyone's like, man, guys, even the coach is like, you're really good. Why are you not, what's going on here? It's like, well, how can we make this happen for you? As everyone in life has always been like, Sam, Alex, how can we make this happen for you? And it's like, they managed to convince our dad to pay like £50, which is an unbelievably ridiculous price to get into doing gymnastics. And next we know, Cameron's doing it. 2 months in, he's getting selected for the A team to compete in the country or county, whatever, And he's like 12, 13.
Wow.
Oh, no. This is before. So he's like 8, 9, So he's competing against 14 to 18-year-olds who have been training for years and years and years
That
in 2
started
months.
because somebody gave him an opportunity.
Exactly. 2 months. Yeah, someone gave him an opportunity. And that's why it's so crucial to be mindful and actually provide for
Absolutely.
the youth with potential, because, you know, you don't know who they're going to be in the future. You have a say on that. But besides the point, you know, he competes this competition because someone pulled out on his team, and this coach like, Cameron, you come through. He comes through, he gets gold, silver and bronze.
Oh, wow.
2 months training, like 8, 9 years old, against 14 to 18-year-olds with like years and years of training. He was competing against our mate Daniel, who was training for like 4 years at the time and like a little bit older than us, and he beat him in like 2 of the 3 events.
Wow.
But yeah, he loves it.
Interesting though.
There was
that
a point.
Alex
There was a
asked
point
who
to this.
you were, and you're talking
Yeah, you
about
told us
Cameron.
about your brother.
Yeah, sorry.
Inevitable.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fine.
You know, you got to appreciate
That's
everyone.
about you.
You
What
know,
was
Was it
you
an
doing when you
intentional
on that point though,
deflection?
it's like you got to appreciate everything and everyone for what they are. You know, you
Agreed.
can't be competitive. You can't
That's
be rivalries.
appreciate
This and that.
Lewis.
You know.
Appreciate you for what you're doing.
But yeah, sorry. There's a point I was making. I do this with my mates all the time, yeah, but they're quick. They're snappy. You know, they won't even hear me out.
You were telling us about sports, and
There
then
was
you
a
got on
reason
this
why.
tangent about your brother.
Yeah. It's like, who am I right now?
Yes.
It's like
So
sports.
You talked
I was
about
rewarded for
suitcase
sports.
Of medals.
Exactly.
That was
So
about you.
I was rewarded for sports, and that was a good thing. I had a good thing going.
What was your sport?
Education did with it. All the sports.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. All the sports. I mean,
Nice.
yeah. Anyway, whatever. You know, I'm not going to waffle myself right now, but
No,
the
but
point
what are you
is,
talking about
We
yourself?
are
About these
literally
sports.
What are you doing now? What
Yeah.
are you? Who are you?
but essentially, like all the point is, yeah, I remember the point now.
They know everything about like everything.
Yeah.
Cameron being an
Yeah.
8-year-old
I remember all the
gymnast.
points now, though. The point is that everything in life, I'm just participating. You know, I'm just turning up. You know,
You're turning up,
I've just so happened managed
participating.
to get this far. I managed to like, you know, somehow get into Hills Road and somehow get university offers to do economics at some of the best universities. But it's like, you know, I'm doing really well in sports. I've got like loads of amazing relationships and networks and that. But it's like I've just turned up. You know, nothing really interests me. Yeah, against a lot of odds, you know, and I've just turned up and nothing's really interested me.
So you
Nothing's.
just skimmed over that as well. Like this just happened to me. It couldn't have been if you've done it against odds.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, none of this is, you know, I don't want to. What do I want to give myself to? Essentially, where I'm at right now.
Which is gorgeous
Yeah.
to be looking at your age.
Exactly. So like all my life, I've like, you know, I don't want to give myself to any of this stuff. I'm just turning up. I just do it for the sake of it. You know, it's convenient. I'm friends with these people because it's convenient. But I've had an impact on them. I've had an impact on me, and now we're
But you're
developing something
looking
to
for
the future.
something purposeful because
Exactly.
it seems like this. None of this stuff is really. It's not made a massive impact on you.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're
It's
looking
all
for something
fecal.
purposeful to do.
Yeah. It all it's pulled away from you at the end of it anyway.
So how do you feel now? Because you've got
Right
like
now-
no specific like clear path, almost like the world is your oyster. How do you feel about that? Is that exciting? Is that scary? Is that...
You know what it is? I've been here before and I've done it so many times over now. It's like, I know it's going to work out. I know it's going to work out. But it's always a little bit of a mountain to climb. It's always a little bit imposing. But life's imposing, man. Life's got trials and tribulations. And essentially, at the end of the day, I want to find something to actually give myself to, you know? And maybe that's learning, unraveling the mysteries of this world and find out whether Christianity is the right thing or not and how these civilizations came to be and how we should build them for the future to be the best so everyone can live an amazing life.
Wow.
You know, essentially, I just want to be a voice of truth, like a leader, so I can be a voice of truth that people trust, a light in the midst of, you know, people trying to gain from people, you know, a midst of lies, a midst of misleading. You know, I don't like it. You know, even some of the people we know, we love, like Sam and that, sometimes a little bit misleading. But I want to be fully authentic. Like on these talks today, I haven't pretended to be anyone. Yeah, I get caught up in my emotions. Sometimes it's like, you know, it's not Lewis. It's like a variation of Lewis because like it's in a hyper emotional state, whatever.
It's still part
it's
of
like,
you
know,
and who you are, and you're letting it all show.
Yeah, the key thing is I want to be real, and I want to be like, when I get into sales, I'm going to be the most real salesman, and everyone's be like, you buy from this guy, you know it's the truth. You know he's going to be treat you like a real person. You're not getting misled. Like sales has got a bad reputation, but that's
But
what
that means you've got to really believe in anything you do then, because you are so utterly 100% for authenticity and genuine. So that means that whatever you do has to really mean something to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you ever tell white lies?
Well, I lie all the time. I can't lie to you
I
here.
thought you
but
wanted to be the most truthful
yeah,
man
but I lie
ever.
all the time. But
This
it's
is
like
why,
for
though,
jokes and stuff.
We've been able to catch him out on everything he's tried to hide.
Yeah.
But it's like when I'm talking to people, it's like, you know, there's
We
an
are
element of
people.
respect. Yeah, exactly, like you guys. There's an element of respect I have to give them in terms of being myself. And maybe sometimes, like, you know, with my friends, I treat them with less kindness sometimes. And my brother, I treat him with the least kindness. So, like, we can be at the lowest points and be like, you work things out. And maybe you guys I wouldn't be as unkind to, but it's still, like, how
That's
I
called being real, being human.
Yeah. Yeah. This goes on to the dynamic we talked about earlier of, like, what's it? Like, what you care about, like, taking pride in yourself and stuff like that. What was that topic we talked about earlier? It's the same thing. It's really complex.
It is complex.
This is one I haven't figured out yet. Yeah. The other one I figured out to a degree. Yeah.
No one's expected to have an answer. And let's, like, some of us, and there's others that will live for decades and decades and still don't have an answer for what that looks like. But you've got to enjoy the ride.
Exactly,
You've
yeah.
got to enjoy. So it seems to me you need challenges. You need stuff to get your teeth into.
It's true, yeah.
So on that note, if we've got 2 minutes left,
yeah,
what
for the next
does
hour?
well-being? What does well-being mean to Lewis?
Well-being.
In a quick 60 seconds.
Quick 60 seconds, man.
Got answer.
I've got to think about that more. I can't give such a. I'll pay for save part two.
Part two.
But this is another thing. I'm always on my friends and that. Yeah.
I'm going to.
Bye bye.